Good morning. Let's see if I can go sideways. I'll take you guys. I'm at the gas station. Let's go up the road here. Orientation locked. Rotate device back. No, I don't like the device like that. It bothers me. Hold on a second. Man, you guys, I'm having trouble here. I'm having trouble. Let me get a couple. I'm gonna go park up here. So in town, it's not quite as snowy. Man, that stuff smells. Good morning, everybody. Forgive me if I'm a little bit, I'm nice and showered and stuff, but I'm looking at myself like, man, you can just tell I've been through the ringer, like with this tinnitus. I'm calling it tinnitus, but I don't even know, like, what's up, Rose? Because I don't know what it is, but it's so bad. Like, I'm gonna pull in here. Let me show you where I am. So I'm just like in town. Like I went to the gas station, and now I was going to the ER, like not to the ER, but to like a walk-in. I was telling people ER, but it's more of like, the walk-in emergency type thing. And I went to the gas station, and the girl's like, "Oh, my boyfriend's had that for years." I was like, "How old is he?" She's like, "He's only 20." I was like, "Wow," because I thought everyone's been telling me I'm too young to have this. And I was like, so she's like, he's been to the doctors, he's done all these things, and he still has it. There's nothing like, they don't do anything, like, didn't do anything. So she's kind of scared me because I was on the way there, and I don't want to go into debt here. And like, I don't want to spend thousands. It's one thing if you have like a broken leg, like, who cares? If it's $1 million, at least you know your leg's gonna get fixed, right? But with this, everyone's like, there's no cure. It's with me, it's mostly this side. It's so loud. That's the one catch. Like, I think I could almost deal, because I'm used to suffering. Like, I have my neck, like, I'm still strong, but I have like, like pain all day. Let me see if I can get this somewhere where I can just kind of put this like this. Sorry if it's like upside down or the wrong way. I'm gonna put these on just for a minute because of the glare from the snow is killing me. So, and I'm a little absent-minded, so forgive me. I'm not taking any drugs. I haven't done anything. Like, I'm just absent-minded because I don't know, it affects you. My ears hurt, stuff like that. Now, before the advice comes in, I've gotten, you guys, it's amazing, the advice, and I appreciate it. All the people that care so much. Like, I've gotten some really incredibly long explanations of what this is and how to, what to do. And the amazing thing about it is it's all different. Like, someone's like, you got to wire your jaw, you got to stay away from dairy, don't drink caffeine, don't stay away from tobacco products, don't do this, don't do that. I'm like, I don't do any of that, but I like dairy. I do, like, because I love cream and like my coffee and stuff. Anyway, I'm shutting up. I just want to see what you guys are doing. So what I'm thinking is, here's the deal. So I called them. It's a walk-in place, and she was so cool. She's like, I completely understand. I basically explained to her that I just don't want to, do this, and because I don't have health insurance, and I'll pay for it and everything, but I don't want to spend like a lot of money and then not have any results. So she took all my information down, and so I'm kind of hoping they call me back. Make sure my ringer's on here. I'm using Neil's iPhone. So she's gonna pass it on to him and see what the doctor's gonna call me and see what. Hopefully he calls me back and says what I should do. So we'll go from there. Hey Nico, I was just thinking about you because I saw your picture of your truck. It looks awesome with the new muffler for the water. But I was at the gas station getting gas. I looked in my rearview mirror and I saw almost your exact truck at the bank. And I was like, Nico. I was like, maybe Nico came up and do some surprise squatching with me. But it wasn't you. So yeah, I've got a little tinnitus thing. I don't know what else to call it. It's just I have loud screeching whistles in my ears, and you guys, it's 24 hours. No problem, Nico. Don't worry about it. Just saying hello is cool. I won't be on too long because I'm in the parking lot here. But what I will do is I might do a longer Sunday morning if I can, especially if this is happening. It'll hopefully keep me distracted. Hey, can you see me or not? I can't see what's going on. There we go. Sorry, you guys. There's a real storm over us right now. I'm like in town, and the storm is disturbing us. Let me get a better place to park. Where can we go? Let's go for a little ride through town. Sorry. Let's go this way. This is just a little hello. I'm not. We can talk Bigfoot if you want. I'm fine. Like, it was weird. I woke up like I think I'm a little bit insane because I woke up and I was like, I think I was testing myself in my sleep. Like I was like doing a video. It was so weird. Like I'm walking around, I'm like, yeah, so over here, and I'm thinking to myself like, okay, I'm not completely stupid. Like I can do a video, but I'm asleep. Like it was like a dream. It was so weird. I've never had a dream like that so vividly before. It's because the ringing never stops. It's a crazy thing. I haven't had too much trouble going to sleep, but staying asleep has been. Let's park here. Has been. You can see it's snowing. So if you signed on for nothing else, just to see Colorado, it's kind of pretty today. Of course, when you're in town and it's melting on the parking lot, it's not that pretty. But when you're away from that, it's really pretty today. Especially out at the ranch, you guys. I think I posted a picture on Colorado Bigfoot this morning on the ranch. Let's go like this. So what's up with you guys? So 58 people's perfect because I don't want a lot of people because I don't know what to say. I'm like, this is not going to affect my job or what I do. I just needed a couple of days. I wanted you guys to know. So 2 days ago, and I'll keep this video quick. That way people that haven't seen it can just get a quick update. They don't have to listen to my monotony for 10 hours. Thanks, Scott. Thank you, man. I'm on the iPhone, so I have to kind of squint to look. I think you can kind of tell if you look at me like I'm a little bit beat up. That's all. Thanks, Nicholas. I appreciate that very much. In fact, I want you guys to know, like, I don't put the videos out like thinking someone's like they're gonna love this. It's just that it just started by like, look what I found. You know, that's all I am. I'm not like some. I'm not really that good at doing videos, to be honest with you. It's more of what I'm showing, I think, or what's happening to me. But this kind of happened at the petroglyphs, guys. Like as soon as I did the petroglyphs, it was like, and it hasn't stopped since. And everyone's like, oh, we think they did it to you. And I'm like, you know what? It's possible. Like, of course, I have to at least think that. But I would never like want you to like try to convince you that's what happened. So I think, and I don't think they would do it on purpose. So if they're accessing, we're doing some kind of zapping thing or whatever, I have to chalk this up to a coincidence. Too many Americans have this. So could they have sped it up or by accident? Sure. I don't think they deliberately were like, let's make it ring in Mark's ears where he's going to lose his mind. I think this is suicidal levels. Like I feel like if I put you like the phone to my ear, you would hear it. That's how loud it is. Like people commit suicide all the time, and I am not suggesting I'm going to do that. So please don't think that I'm not going to commit suicide. But you think about it because, it's not that you think about it like, okay, I'm considering it, thinking about it, but the thought as you're sitting there for days on end going, like I sat on my couch basically for 2 days. I'm like, because people are like, you just rest and see if you get your stress level down. But that makes me more stressed out, you guys. Like I'm sitting there in a trailer. It's like, not like I'm in a $2 million house trying to like chill. I'm in this trailer and it's cold and my cat goes in and out all day long. In and out. I let her out, she comes back in. Let her out again. And I'm like trying to find movies I haven't seen before, which is impossible. So like I start rewatching like Avengers and all this stuff. And it was tough. I had a long 2 days, you guys. I couldn't believe, like I'd look at after sitting there all day, I would look at like at the time, like, man, it's got to be, because all I wanted to do was go to sleep. I'm like, I can't wait to go, because I can go to sleep. And I was like, all I want to do is go to sleep. And it was like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Hey, Kim. What's up, Bronzini? Meet the ball. I don't know why I go off on your mom about the meet the balls, but I do. Good morning, Orlando. Is that what that was, Orlando? Yeah, Orlando. Hey, Kim. I don't know, Kim. That's what I was just saying. It could be, but how would I ever know that? Like if I'm being affected, because they're always in my head. I don't think so. It's quite a coincidence that it really got set off the last time at the petroglyphs. Yo, what's up? Good morning. Marie, it's Marie, not Maria, right? Maria Mason. Marie. It's one of the two. I have so many Marie and Marias, I'm not sure. Hey, you know what I have a lot of? I'll show you here one of her pictures now, is robins. I got so many robins. It's unbelievable. And I have an Aunt Robin. I like Mason exploring. That's what I should be, just Colorado explorer, like explorer. Like, you know, sometimes it is in the name, but it's not. It's basically what you show. And of course, you know, Marie, in this subject, it doesn't matter. Like, I know you're doing a lot of stuff. I know. Because, you know, it's kind of like censored, and, you know, like the outside world doesn't believe it, and which is a good thing. I think it really is a good thing, you guys. So I'm sitting here waiting for this doctor. I don't know. He might call me back in 5 minutes, or it might be like in 3 hours. So I'm gonna just chill here for like 10 minutes. There's Lee, the owner of where I rent, just passed. So I'm sitting right in the middle of town. Yeah, I'm insane, man. Like, it's. I honestly think I can take pain. I complain more than most people, but I can take it more than most people. Like, I have to kind of whine about it as I go. But like, I'm not saying I'm cool about it, but I can take it, and I like to suffer. But not with this. This is brutal. It just won't stop. I've been taking this stuff, like, I don't know, I ordered some stuff online, and so I'm really hoping that works. There's something called Ring Ease. So if anyone's on here that has tinnitus, Google Ring Ease. It's $70 a bottle. But this guy seems legit. He's either so legit or he's the best salesman, one or the other. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm calling it that because, yeah, it's just ringing nonstop in my ears, and it's constant. It never changes or gets less or more. It's just, or sometimes, if anything, more. Because I think it's, if it's getting more, I think it's probably a reaction to something I'm eating or drinking. Actually, Joe, I have. Because it's the only place right now I could really get to. Actually, I don't think it's snowing at the Petroglyphs right now. This would be rain there. If it's the storm, if the storm's that big, you guys check this out. Look how it's a whiteout out there. Look, it's not sticking on the pavement here, but man, out by the ranch, it is a freaking whiteout, you guys. We have 6 inches out there already, and the ranch gets like nothing. So where I go, like Bigfoot Universe, I'm locked out of completely. It's like it's already feet of snow up there. I kind of miss that place so much. I wish I had gone there more. So I don't know what to do except maybe just wait for this doctor to call me back. Hey, Tammy. Collar. I know someone said acupuncture. I don't know. Stick something in. I don't know. I'll take needles. Just give me. You know, but the thing is, by the time I'm done, I'm like 10 grand in debt. You know, it's like, which would be great if they actually fixed me. I'd give them millions of dollars to have this gone right now, if I had it. So you do acupuncture, you do this, you go. That's why I called the doctor. I just explained. It's like, listen, I want to come in and I'll pay for this all, but I don't want to, like, I'll put it on a credit card or whatever, but I don't want to do all that if it's not going to work. You know, like, I know they can't cure me, but if it's just they can take it down a notch, I'd be happy. I know. Yes, Kelly, I do. I'd love to be in Florida. Drive to Nico's house right now. Hey, Shelly. I saw you sent me a message. I haven't got to because the messenger messages have been too strong. Like, I can't open the phone because it's hard to focus. It does look. I'm looking at myself right now, and it looks like I'm sick, doesn't it? But I don't feel like that. I've taken allergy medicine just in case. I took. I even have reducing eardrops. Those don't work. I've been taking, what else have I been taking? I've been taking some weird, like, it's called lipo or something like that. It's like lipo ring or noise ring or something like that. Good morning, South Florida. Must be nice. Florida. Come to Florida. I heard that it was funny, like all the old jingles that we used to hear. Like to buy the world a Coke. like all the old commercials and stuff. I think they were better back then, weren't they? Like everything worked 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Like if you did a jingle, it worked. Now everyone just thinks they're being fooled and it's all bullshit. And I liked our old commercials and stuff. To look for the ear. What was that? Problem. Oh, Garcia, that's not stupid at all. Of course I tried. I mean, I just kind of Googled. I've been Googling and looking at stuff, and then of course I got all these amazing messages from people trying to help me, people that have had it, and it's snowing, and I mean, it's 78 and it's snowing here. That's funny. Brandon's been talking about moving out here. When are you coming, Brandon? I'll just move into Brandon's basement. Be like, Brandon, go here and do a video today. No, I'm just kidding. Even if Brandon was here, I mean, we'd still go out and stuff, but I'd still do my own thing. Like I go out by myself, no matter what. It's how I do it. It's my like all my new places are by myself. Believe me, and I've said this before, they don't know. I've asked the pharmacist, I've talked to so many people over the last week, just like bumping into people. I talked to the pharmacist is always busy. You ever notice a pharmacist never has 1 second? So they have like the little helpers there and the pharmacist in the back, and they could probably tell you what drugs are being prescribed for it, I'm guessing. But I don't want to talk about it. Who cares? I was just wanted to give you an update. This side of my head is ringing. It's the pitch is the highest here. Thank you, Gail. I'm responding to Gail on my message. She's praying for me. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I think it's just the storm that's doing that. It's actually getting hot here. It's 41 degrees. You guys ever see it snow like this at 41 degrees? Look at that. It's a whiteout out there. That's why it's not sticking on the pavement, because it's it actually is. Like the roads, it's just here because it's a treated lot. It's Burger King. But the roads going to the ranch are really bad. Like I came in like pretty slow. I used to be a really aggressive snow driver, like when no one was around, because I plowed snow for so long, so I thought I was like so good at it. And you realize, like over time that there is no good drivers in the snow. I mean, you can be better than most people, but it's still, there's no, I shouldn't say snow, I should say ice. Once you have ice, we all become equals. It's nothing. Don't care how good you think you are driving in the snow. Once you hit those sheets of ice, it doesn't matter. Hey, Chuck. Morning, Kim. What's up, Butch? Hey, look, Butch sent me look, Butch, I got you don't believe me? I got it on there right there. I was going to tell Butch, the only thing I got to do is I want to get these smaller, because you know what I feel like? It's because it's really cool. I love the script, but it's got, I feel like I'm using the keychain from the gas station. That's the problem. So like this would be great to put like over a door or something like that. But it's good for my keychain because I won't lose it. But for like the average person, I think it's like the gas station keychain. I'm gonna give one to the where I go all the time, to the Come and Go. I was like, here, this is good for your propane thing. But I'm using it because I love. Yeah, that's why I have this stuff, because if it was just my keys, I'd lose them, especially at the ranch. But yeah, it's just turned 41 degrees and it's still snowing like crazy. And of course, if I go towards home, it'll be even more. I'm thinking I have to tolerate this another day. Rhonda, you gonna move here? Okay. I don't think, believe me, it's not like I think this is the ultimate place to be. I'm here. I don't know if you can explain this to all of you. You know why I'm here, and that's why I'm here. I love it. It's beautiful, but it's also lonely and it's boring, and could do static on the radio, but it's only, it's a temporary couple minute thing. Like you can't just sit there and listen to static for the rest of your life. So believe me, believe it or not, with what I have, hey Bob, none of that stuff works. So because it's so loud, so if I put music on, or if I put white noise or anything like that, it doesn't matter. It sits right on top of it. So it doesn't matter how loud I turn it up. Like I've blasted music, which I shouldn't do right now, into my ears. I'm looking at myself. I do look like I'm kind of sick. It's weird, But it's actually just this. It's the I'm being broken down like over the last week. You try doing this for a week, 24 hours a day. It would be a lot of. I'm telling you, if you had 100 people, probably 5 would have killed themselves by now. You know, it's that bad. It's suicidal level for sure. I would never kill myself, but not because I care about myself, just because it's just a cop out. That's the only reason I don't kill myself. I wouldn't do that to my family, not because I care about my life, because it's more because I wouldn't do that to my family, and I just think you're a wuss. Like it's because they think that is easier. It is a way out. Who knows though when you get on the other side? Be like, you thought that was going to be easier, huh? So there's one thing I kind of believe. Like, what would the Bible care if you killed yourself? That's one of the things about the Bible that gets me. Like it says, do not take your own life, or whatever the exact words are. But, or you go to hell apparently. But it's like, I don't get it. Like, why would they care unless that's true? It's another reason I don't like. I don't think committing suicide is I'm assuming it's frowned upon when you're dead. Is what I'm saying. So many people have done it. Millions and millions of people have killed themselves. It's a crazy world out there. So what are you guys up to? I'm gonna give this 10 more minutes. That's it, you guys. This isn't gonna be a long one. What do you got, Mark? 4 inches of snow in Longmont. Oh, you do in Longmont. Okay, good. Thank you for that, Jerry. I appreciate that. Because I was curious what you got down there. And I'm surprised because it's 41 here. So atmosphere. So it's got to be warm up top is what I'm thinking. We must have some like Florida. Paula Armstrong. Oh my goodness. What's up, Paula? Paula, I click on your stuff all the time on Instagram because I'm kind of a noob on Instagram. So I've been clicking on your. I love your little posts as I get to see your kids and stuff like that. You guys, Paula's one of my good friends I grew up with's wife, and my friend too. I mean, but I know Paula because of Scott. Oh, no problem at all. And Paula, I'm more than happy to promote what you do too, but I don't know exactly what it is, and if they can click on I don't know if you do it on YouTube. I think you're more Instagram, but you could probably type her name in on Instagram. And Paula does she's like one of those work at home type people, and she can help you do that. She has the young kids and all that stuff. And then her son, and then Scott is doing excavating. I was like, or he's running a machine. And I was like, because that's what I did for so long. And I feel for it. There's nothing easy about that at all. So we just have a few, just only 126 people, which is perfect. So I was just explaining to people, Paul, that I have like a tinnitus thing going on, like a screaming in the ears 24 hours a day. So that's all this video is. We're not really discussing what I do too much. Outdoor events. I've been seeing that. I commented on you too, Sean, didn't I, this morning? See, I was on Instagram. You were at the beach, right? Yeah. See, I'm testing myself because I feel like it's just Colorado Bigfoot straight up on Instagram. You guys, if you're on Instagram, I just started it. Like I was on there, but I just started posting a picture. I put a video on there this morning of the ranch, which is probably stupid. But like Paula, she they have she has probably a couple thousand followers. I have 500 or 600 or something like that. And it looked really nice. Just the storm, you guys. Sorry about that. I'm really hoping this doctor calls me back now. 34. See, it's colder in Longmont. That's so weird. Brandon, when are you coming out again, man? Let's go. Waiting on you. I've been trying to explain it a little bit to Scott, Paula, but it's kind of tough, It's not what I do and what I found, and the reason these people are on here have been amazing. So it's all real, and it's hard to text someone that you grew up with that I know trusts me. Like I know Scott knows I would never lie to him, but it's still a hard subject. So it's like, how do you believe all these pictures I have and all the live video that I have of them, and most people haven't seen because I'm censored. So just the bottom line is you got to get Scott out here one day. Got to send him on vacation out here, and and I'll be doing you a favor for 3 or 4 days. I know, Shelly. Thank you. Everyone's told me how beautiful Florida is. Yeah, I know he's hard-headed, Paula. I don't know how you do it. I was thinking the other day, I'm like, man, Scott, you're lucky they have Paula because you're not going to get another Paula. But he did. I saw him sitting on the couch in that one video, and I don't see them all, but I did. I've been clicking lately, and he was sitting there. He had his glasses on. He looked like a normal person almost. It was amazing. I'm just teasing. Yeah. Yeah, so compliment to Paula and the kids and being a great mom. Absolutely. Great mom. Great mommy. Well, what would he do without you? He couldn't. What if something happened to you? You think Scott could raise those two kids? He could, but they'd be. He loves them like as much as any dad, but I would just be worried, like, you know, by the time they were 18. That's all. No, he would be fine. But I have to. It's my job to tease him. Yeah, but he couldn't do what you do, so that's for sure. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna wait for this doctor to call me back, and I don't feel too much pressure because there's not that many people on. And what do you guys think? Sunday morning, it looks like. What's up, Ireland? Hey, you'll make Paula happy. Paula's about as Irish as it comes. Her whole family. I was at their wedding. Her whole family has the accent and everything. Cindy needs a spanking. See, Cindy, I was just thinking about you the other day. I'm like, you know what? Cindy's in trouble. She doesn't like me, or something's going on, or I haven't heard from you in a long time. But you don't slip my mind, so I haven't, Cindy. I have not forgot about you. CO Tyrone. Yeah. So yeah. So hey Ireland, and to be at the wedding though, that was kind of cool. Like I'm at a real Irish wedding in a sense because Paula's family is all from. Or a lot of them are from Ireland, so it's to talk to a couple of them with the full-fledged accent was kind of cool. That was a fun wedding. I had a good time at that wedding. I got a lot of Florida people on. You guys are lucky today. It's snow is fun, but I don't know, Paula. What's your weather like? Because Paula's in Wilmington, North Carolina. Paula and Scott, and I'm guessing it's just about right there, like not too hot, not too cold. It's probably like 50, 60, something like that. It probably goes up to 70s still in Wilmington, I'm thinking. But that's a great, if you're in the Wilmington area, maybe you should go take Scott out and show him what I find in Wilmington. Texas. Don't mix with Texas. Yeah, it is. It's always been like that. North Carolina, it's like hit or miss. It could be like summer or it could be like, winter. It's one or the other. Or you could have winter and then it turns to summer. That's good though. You don't get too much snow there though, which is nice. It might snow a little bit. I know, Jerry, you told me that. I can't believe it's how are you? You're thousands of feet lower than me and I'm what's the temperature? 41. 57 in Cali. 38. I love all these states. I love when we do this, when people tell me where they are. Pensacola's, the Panhandle's always nice. I mean, is that still considered Panhandle, isn't it, Pensacola? If not, it's right there above you. Minus 70. If you tell me you're miserable, I don't know why, but it makes me happier. I don't want to hear everyone's life is perfect. I want to hear that you're freezing, that it's raining, it's snowing, something, because misery loves company. I'm not going to fake it and be like, oh, I'm so happy for you. No, I want you guys to suffer just like I am. No, I'm kidding. 57's nice, though, Brandon. Come on, man. If you get like 60 in Cali, if it's 60 and sunny, that's a nice day. Alabama. I love Alabama. Dothan. I know Dothan. There's a term. That's where I want to go, actually. I'd love to go. I was looking it up the other day. I want to go to Marianna, but Dothan, Florida is not too far from there. And you're probably not from Dothan, I'm assuming. What's up, Sooner? Sooner than later. 42, Oklahoma. Yeah, so winter's here, man. Like, it's pretty cold. Because once you're at 40, like, it might as well just be below freezing then. Like, you know what I mean? Because 40's annoying. It's not a good... You know what I mean? Like, you got to be 50 and above. If it's below 50, it's not. It's kind of just cold and not fun. Yeah, that's what this video has become, Tammy. It's not like we're doing Bigfoot here. I just wanted to sign on. I was giving an update on this tinnitus thing I got going, or whatever this sound is in my ears, and I'm sort of hoping this doctor calls me back while I'm in town. And if not, I'm going to jump off here in 5 minutes. And I'm thinking Sunday morning, let's do another video. Because if I got to stay home on Sunday because of this, I figured I'll put some stuff together and we'll do hey, Jana. Jana, I was thinking about you too yesterday. I just saw your name somewhere. I was like, Jana, you get in touch and then we talk for a while, then you just gone. How's it going with everything? There's more North Carolina. I love North Carolina. Yeah, my blood pressure, I don't know. I haven't been to the doctor yet. He's calling me back. I was on my way this morning. But my blood pressure, hey Tom, thanks. My blood pressure has always been good. It shocks me because you would think it'd be high, but I've never had high blood pressure. So I'm assuming that my blood pressure is okay. That's why I don't want to go through all the regular stuff. Like, I just feel like I'm fine. It's this stuff. Like, it's whatever's here. Just give me some drugs. Give me some narcotics to take away this. I know it's not curable, but just take it down a couple notches. I'd be so happy. Yeah, it's snowing. Hold on a sec. Hey, Melissa. We got a couple of you guys down there. So yeah, Melissa's in Loveland and Jerry's in Longmont. It's slowed down a bit. I'll show you guys. I'm just parked here and that's the roundabout. So it's really not too bad. Sorry, those are my wipers. It's a quiet day here at Eagle. Usually, it's I'm assuming maybe Vail Pass is having trouble because when it's like this, there's always someone up here with rural drive that's on vacation and they end up closing the highway. Now they're going to start giving out huge fines for that. So if you're one person that closes the highway, they're going to charge you. I think it's the fines between $1,200 and $1,800 if you shut down the highway, which is pretty much a deal if you ask me. Is it really that cold in Dallas, Texas? Wow. Jane, I hope you're doing okay. I've been having a tinnitus thing if you haven't been around. Just high screams in the ears. There's Lee. Lee's in Canada. I know where everybody is. So I don't have Alzheimer's. Like, I'm not losing my mind completely because I remember where everybody is. I even saw Paula. I'm glad I saw your name, Paula, because I might not have realized it was you. Because I don't get too many out of my subject people chiming in, so I appreciate that. Yes, Chuck, they do. In fact, I didn't go to Walgreens. We don't have a Walgreens up here, but comparable, like a pharmacy type, one of those like CVS type places, and they have one thing, and it's called I am having trouble remembering some things. It's called lipo, believe it or not, lipo something, and I'm on it now. It doesn't. They say it could take. It depends. I think reading reviews on anything gives you a good idea. And it's like one lady was like, "Well, it didn't do anything." She's like, "I got all the way down to the end of the bottle. I was like 30 days into it. I took my last 2 tablets and it worked." And she's like, "I thought maybe it didn't. Like maybe it was just fixed on its own. I stopped taking them and then it came back." She's like, "I went back on them again and it took her about another week before." So it's not an instant thing. So I am taking those. I do have this $70 bottle of Ring Ease. It's called Ring Ease coming for anybody else that has this. And this guy swears by it. I mean, this company, they're either the best, like I said, the biggest best salespeople in the world, or this is legit. This guy developed it for his father. And I mean, they have follow-up emails. He sends you, I mean, it's copy and paste stuff, but nevertheless, like, really like heartfelt like emails sent to you afterwards, and like his commitment to me, and he's gonna fix me, and it's money back for 180 days and all this stuff. So we'll see, but I haven't got that yet. I have to drive 40 minutes to get that. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I couldn't even imagine snowboarding right now. I couldn't calm down enough just to go like do something normal. I don't do anything fun at all like that. The only thing I do is work on getting my next video done. So it's been hard lately. I haven't done anything in 2 days. I'm gonna put the jets up. I have the 6 jets coming straight out of the ground, right next to my house, and then them flying over me. And then I talked for like 10. I'm just gonna put that up for Patreon only tonight. It's not that I'm trying. It's not it's not like some secret or anything like that. Like I'm trying to prevent anyone else from seeing it. It's just that I gotta put these on because I can't. The glare is crazy. It's just that I don't want to create too much attention with. You guys see how the Bigfoot videos are censored? I'm only getting like 5,000-10,000 views of video. And if you go like the one video I posted about a UFO and spraying 2 weeks ago has like 80-something thousand views on it, which isn't even a lot for that video. You can tell it's still being censored at 80,000 people. It's being censored. But that 80,000 does nothing for me. I don't make any money on that. Like a couple dollars, you know? I don't know what 80,000, I don't know. Maybe it does make me $40 or something, but I'm not sure. But it's not worth the attention it's going to bring me. So I'm going to keep that stuff off of. But listen to me, because if you want to see it, you can just ask. So if you have a way to contact me, like Messenger, or I might even put it on Facebook, like the link on Colorado Bigfoot on Facebook. But it's going to be unlisted, so that way whoever follows me on just regular Facebook can get the link. That's all. It's just not going to be on YouTube, like where you'll get a notification. So it'll just be a few hundred views, really. When it's all said and done, I'll have a few hundred views on that video. It's not even that exciting of a video, but I don't want the military on to me that I know where their spot is, because I want to they might catch me and tell me to stop at some point, but I want to, next summer, it's got really nothing to do with what I'm going to be doing, but kind of in between everything, yeah, I want to push my way out there where I'm literally filming silver discs and seeing them go right over my head, and they all go to the same place. All these F-22s, low flying and no fly zones, all go to the same place. 6 jets together, so it's 6, like this, straight out of the ground. Like, you can see by their jet screams, they came straight up together, like really close together. I would have loved to have seen that. So I'm just gonna put that video up, and if you want to, it'll be unlisted. And if you want to see it, just ask me. I'll give you a link, or it'll be on Patreon. And I'm not trying to get you to go to Patreon. Believe me, I only like certain people to show up at Patreon. And Jean, I wanted to thank Jean was really helping me the other day, and she got on Patreon, and she's been helping me. And she's an admin on here. I don't know if she's on right now. But thank you, Jean. Jean with a J, not with a G. Not hygiene. That's why I learned not to say hygiene to a Jean. Yeah, I did do it on the live. So if you might have seen me, I did it like a bunch of times on the live video where I just showed them. Like I said, it's not like some secret video, but I'm onto them. And I got so much stuff now, and I don't want them, because they're right down the street. And all these nosy neighbors now watch all my videos. So believe me, they'll find out. It's just a matter of time that they'll find out. And I don't think they'll do anything, but it could end up hurting my channel more than it already is, or they could just knock on my door. And if that happens, that's the way you don't want. Like an official warning, like, listen, stop filming. This is national security. You can't film this, right? And they're gonna be like, while you're at it, you can stop doing the Bigfoot too. So I figured, like, I might as well just in case, play it cool. That's all. Like, I'm not saying they're going to show up at my door, but they could. Especially because they're right here. This isn't New Jersey. They're right there. I haven't put it up yet. I'm going to go home and do it now. I have to, I got you guys on just to give you an update, and I just kind of wanted to say hello and just kind of blow some time. Waiting. Hopefully this doctor would call me back, but doctors never call you right back. So I might not do much until I hear from. I'm confident that he will. Idaho, all those places are beautiful, you guys. There's no state that's really out here that's not. It's just a matter of what do you do there. It's like, unless you have millions of dollars, how do you move to Idaho? Like, who have you heard is like, And I'm not making fun of Idaho, but I'm just saying, like, who have you heard? And I do have a friend there. Paula, if you're on, I'd be surprised if I maintained Paula this long. But Tommy, you know, our friend Tommy lives in Idaho. Or used to. Maybe he moved. I don't know. But it's like, when have you ever heard of someone saying, hey, I got a great job in Idaho, I'm moving out there? Because there's no money there. It's this kind of life, you know. You have to. It's not so bad, guys. Like, look, if you figure, you know, like say you do live in California or New Jersey or more of a city type place, you know, there's competition and it's hard to get a job, and you know, maybe a place like, not up here in Eagle, but a place like that would be ideal for you. You get a job making $15 an hour, $20 an hour, right? Which isn't horrible, and you know, you have like a nice little house and only costs you $600 a month. You know, and you have like, and it's beautiful, and you have no friends, and probably never going to date another girl again, but not such a bad gig, right? You don't have that stress. But yeah, Brandon's been getting some great pictures. Can we show? Do I have what? Hey, let's show that picture, Brandon, one more time. Or no, I never showed it. Watch this. Brandon goes to me. He's like, hey, look, check this video out, right? By the way, I never finished watching the video because I stopped it. I was like, what the hell is, right away, because you guys, I don't do it. Like, when you see pictures, those are pictures sent to me by other people. I don't look at my video for, I don't want that on my mind just in case. So it's all the pictures you see, unless it's like I'm making the video and it's just really obvious to me, I might point it out, but all the other pictures are from other people that look at my videos, and a lot of them are on here right now. But when I'm watching someone else's video, that's a whole different story. I can't help it. I just know exactly. I'm like, they're right there. I can feel it. Like, I could just jump in the video and know where they are. Let me show you. And just in case you question that, let me show you this. I think you'd be able to see it phone to phone live. Let's see. This is Brandon's video. This doesn't help me. But I want Brandon, you know, Brandon's doing a great job. Let me see. Where is that, Brandon? I have so many pictures, you guys. Well, of course you've seen this one, right? Like, this is the one from Jake. This one's great with structures included. Always want the structures. You know what I mean? This thing's so amazing. I mean, it literally has. Am I getting the reflection? Let me see. Reflections, no reflections. You know, whenever you question a picture, always look for the X. I mean, there's your X right there, right? You can even see his nose, his eyes. I mean, everything. I mean, it's simply amazing. This one's amazing. That is on my Instagram too. You can see that better. That's not what I wanted to show you though. I just came across it as I was looking. I really want you to see Brandon's. What I found, that face I found. Here it is. Let's get the bigger picture. Here we go. Okay, so check this out. Does it go sideways? Let me get you in the back seat so we can. All right, so this isn't what I want you to see, but just this is the bigger picture, right? You can see him right there. You see him? I found this, okay? Now watch this. Just so you can see his face better. There we go. Look at that. There's Brandon, who didn't argue with the structures, didn't try to have an ego problem, and did it exactly the way I do it. And I don't do it. It's not like my technique. It's the way they want me to do it. And there he is. They pop up all around him because he's doing it the right way. And anybody can do that. But the reason anybody can't is because of their brains. Like, they will not drop the whole human thing. You know, the human brainwash. I love this one too. Did you guys see this one? This was mine at the Petroglyphs. So you got sorry about this glare. I don't know. I can't really see anything. That's not it. So this one was great. You see this one? Now look at the top of the cave. So there's the cave. Thank you, whoever did the super chat. Look at the top of the cave. This is helping me because it's actually, as loud as my ears are right now, it's kind of keeping me from focusing on it. That's the top of the cave, right? Watch this. I don't think I showed these yet, did I? You know what? Maybe I'll wait for some of these for Monday. I mean, for Sunday morning. Look. And then there he is. You can see his teeth, everything, his eyeballs. I'm having trouble because of all I can see is a glare. See his eyeball there at the top? Look at that eyeball. It's amazing. You guys, I told you they would get better and better and better and better and better and better. And they will. And one day I'll film them just sitting right with me. If they don't blow my ears apart. Terry, oh my God. Thank you, Terry. Terry messengered me money. Messenger's good because they don't charge you. And I'm not saying for you guys, suggesting you guys should send me money on Messenger, but if you don't use that yet, like Messenger to send money, it's great for like your kids. It's like if you have to just send $5 to your kid or 10 or 20 bucks or 10 million. I think it's 10,000 is the max. Then Messenger works incredible for that, and there's no charge, and it's just as secure as a bank. So on Messenger, there's Gail. Gail said a prayer for me. But you just hit the 4 little dots down at the corner, right? And then you just hit pay, or if someone owes you money, you can request it. It's a great thing, and then it's instant. You connect your debit card to your bank account. I'm not promoting them. I mean, I am, but not like for any other reason, like except to send money to like your kid or something, or your wife or whoever, your buddy, The Patreon thing has been, my savior. Without Patreon, I couldn't do one thing up there. It's just too, it's too hard. Like everything's such an ordeal. Like you gotta go some days are easy, but it's such a big deal, like, because you have to go so far. If I had like a new truck, it probably wouldn't seem as much of a big deal. I think you can ask anyone that drives an older truck. It's not that I'm worried about it breaking down, but you do have, even if you're not realizing it, you do have that little bit of anxiety about your vehicle, like, because it's not new, and one of these days it's gonna, knock on wood, I've been so lucky to not to be ever even been stuck really. Maybe in the snow, but not breaking down. So thankfully that's been a blessing. But hey Amy. Yes, Amy, that's me. Sorry. I don't know if it's disappointing or not, but I also don't look very good because I'm having something going on here. I'm just wearing shades not to be cool, but because the snow glare. I have really sensitive eyes, and I got this glare coming off the snow. It's like crazy. And it's still coming down at 42 degrees. Thanks, Jerry. Of course that helps. You kidding me? I'm not on here for money either, by the way, but I'll take it. Give me your whole checking account right now. No, I'm just kidding. I literally, like I said, I use you guys as my company. I have no friends. I need, like, in situations where I'm just sitting here, like, I don't want to bother my parents anymore. My mom used to handle every little problem. Mom, what do I do? Because they can solve everything. My parents are amazing. But they're older now, and I figured, like, why would I stress them out? Like, I don't want them to even know about anything, anymore. I still have a little bit of an addiction where I do want them to know, but I'm not. Like, I just feel like they deserve to not have any more stress, especially for me. Stress Factory, Mark A. Bell. So thank you guys. No doctor call yet. I won't make this a long video. Let's just call it an hour. How about that? It's been 49 minutes. I'll do an hour. And then I'll sign. What is today? Friday? So I'll come back on. The more I talk, the better. I haven't said one word in 4 days. Even on Messenger, I just been saying like this. For the last 24 hours, 48 hours the most, but for the last week. And then, Jake, I showed your picture today. And then, it starts to get, when you start to focus, it can really get loud. And that's all I've done. So just talking like this, I feel like the more I'm talking, the better. It might not sound better, but my brain feels better. Your parents are dead. That's not, why would you just state that? That's horrible. Oh, I know why, because I was talking about my parents. Yeah, that's tough, man. I don't. I don't want that to be. I can't deal with that right now. Parents being dead. I just don't. I can't deal with that. And I know probably a lot of you guys have lost, somebody like a mom or a dad or both. Because we're also, a lot of us are older too. I have a lot of people over 50. I got Brandon, he's 22. But I got, there's also people on here that are 70, in their 70s. Hey Laura, there's something about this subject. Sooner does videos. He'll tell you, it's an older thing. You don't just use. Brandon's unusual in this. You just don't. Your other focuses when you're 20. Like, hey, there's Bigfoot. Great. Like, even if you believe it completely, it's just not your thing in your 20s. It's more of like I feel like it's like a subject you get to like via trauma, or like, like you had a divorce, or you're like, you're kind of like trying to get out of the humanness for a while. Like, kind of, I don't know, some of us get led down. I think my road here was trauma in my life, for sure. You guys, it's dumping again, snow. Really? Kim, you got to send me that. Does he know? I'm only going to help him if he's 11 years old and he does Bigfoot and he knows who I am, then I'm going to promote him like crazy. If he doesn't mention me, then I'm not going to say a word. That's still cool though. He's 11. That's not true. I would help him either way. I know. Well, I'd rather not ask. I don't want them to. They know. I mean, I just haven't been. I haven't, like, I used to, dump things on their plate, like. Yeah. So back to that. It's it's typically a subject that hits people later in life. It's either meant for some reason they love children, but they don't really. The kids don't know. Like, once in a while, I'll be like, Mom, I saw a Bigfoot. The mom's like, oh, that's nice, dear. Like, but hold on, I'm gonna plug this thing in. But yeah, it's just like, it's more of like an older subject for some reason. I don't know why. Oh my God, that's crazy. Running water in your ears. Yeah, I know what you mean. But fortunately, if it's running water in your ears, or it sounds like it is, it's probably not tinnitus. Was it? Or they probably like fixed it somehow. Thank you, Rock. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, it's like we just have it's an older thing, That's why I was saying, like, God, if I'd give anything, Brandon's lucky because, he gets to do this for as long as he doesn't get hit by a truck tomorrow. He gets to do this for a long time, and I could be dead tomorrow. So I'm gonna be 50, you guys, in May. 50. Terry, what are you doing? I just thanked you on Messenger. Thank you so much, Terry. What's going on? Did you win the lottery or something? Terry's like, I'm gonna help you when I win the lottery. Maybe he's worth millions. Oh, by the way, Terry, no joke either with the structure picture you sent me the other day he's got the double X. It's an incredible symmetrical double from the road, like you can see it. I think it was from the road, right? Man, it's freaking hot in here. That was really, really good. That's where Sooner is, Oklahoma, I think. I mean, look, they're everywhere. It's everywhere. It's really just a matter of finding like the right. If you do a video, and you want people to watch it, so that's up to us to find like where a cool place is, or where we think it's better than like where it might be down the road. Like, that's the whole idea of doing the videos now. Because now I think it's spread out where a lot of us are getting this. So now it's really up to the people that are filming, and even the people that just go out with their camera and their dog on Sunday to try to find something really cool, like to get the next structure, or to get maybe one of them saying something, or you know, it's just having a bunch of cameras out there. Like we might, you know, we will get stuff, you know, and it's not just going to be one dude. Like it's going to take all of us, you know. It's I mean, I don't think one person can do this. I think it's going to be a lot of people. And what's cool about a lot of people, you know, is it's constant confirmation. So you always have like, you know, extra stuff. Like if, let's just say no one else had ever filmed a structure or anything to do with Bigfoot ever, and it was just one channel, everyone would give that guy such a hard time, you know, because there's no like backup. And having all of these people do this gives us, you know, gives us backup. Yeah, thank you, Terry. Well, and not only that, but Terry just sent me money on Messenger too. But I actually sent Terry. I sent Terry money once too. That was good because Terry always helped me out, like on Messenger. You know, like once in a while, like he'd be like, "Hey, get here some help for gas today or something," you know. And then when he had a tough time, really tough time there for a while, and I think he's just barely coming out of that. And I remember I sent him money back. I was like, "Here, do you need this?" So don't think I won't send money back. You know, I knew he needed it. I'm sitting in my car. Hey, Laura, because I'll show you where I am. It's really not exciting at all. Let me see if I can put my wipers on. I'm in the Burger King parking lot because I was on the way to the doctor, which is way far away in the snowstorm, and I decided to call them first because it's like a walk-in emergency, and that she was really cool. I didn't expect to get the attention from them. It's actually still snowing pretty good, and she's like, "Tell me your symptoms. I'll have the doctor call you back." I was like, "Oh wow." So I was kind of hoping he called me back while I was still out on the road, and I'm actually going to get off. So this is not going to be a long video. I want to get off, and only because I don't want to keep you guys. Like there's nothing. I'm not doing Bigfoot stuff, so I'll do that. I think Sunday morning we'll do some hanging out, and I'll also do. Well, I'm going to talk about some Bigfoot stuff. We can relook at some videos, and have a million things. You know, that's another thing I do forget. It has nothing to do with this, but I forget stuff because I have so much. That's why when I'm looking for a picture, I'm like, oh, well, look at this one. Because I forget there's you guys, there's like 10, 20,000 of them. So I remember like 4, you know, it's like. Oh, Deborah, sorry to hear that. Mine's a high-pitched noise. Mine's a high-pitch. It's like, the best way I could describe mine, I know the guys understand, like anyone that's ever shot a gun, thanks, Terry. Like, you know, and you get that ringing. It's like that, but maybe times 100. I'm not even exact. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to times it by the wrong number, but it's times a lot. It's so high pitched. If it was lower, I don't think it would bother me as much. I've also realized that I've had this. That this is not just. It was like come and go, and it wasn't too bad, and I just thought it was like life, or I'm like I can hear my brain right now. Like it'd be like. And then one day it just hit me like a ton of bricks. This makes me look fat. Because I'm not fat right now. But I look in here, I'm like, man, you look like you're fat. Not that I worry about it too much, but I don't want to look like I'm gaining weight. Even though I was thinking about going to Burger King because I have no food in my house. I gotta get something after I hang up. I gotta get just like something to bring back because we have a lot of snow back at the ranch. Probably about 8 inches now, or something like that. I don't even know if I have a brain left. There's very little left. It's all I know how to do is go out and see these guys, which I want to do. So I'm thinking the next thing is, you know, because thank God for Patreon guys and stuff like that. So I would have probably already done it if it wasn't for this. Like I'd probably just be leaving now to go to like Arizona or something. But with this, I got to do something because I could be like a brain tumor, you know, so I just have to be careful and see what's going on here. I've been waiting for like some other kind of symptom to come through, but it seems like I'm okay. It's just draining, you know. And you can save it with the smoking pot and all that. Doesn't help. None of that shit's going to help. I think I do take CBD, so I think that makes it worse, believe it or not. And this one condition, this one case, I think CBDs actually doesn't help. It goes, whoop, whoop, makes it worse. What are you, an idiot? I have tinnitus, degenerative disc disease, and what else do I have? Something else. I actually have job offers too. It's amazing. No, you're not an idiot. I blocked the guy. He's a complete moron. Well, it sounds like I gotta get a job. Are you kidding me? I work harder than anybody at their job. Okay, get a job. I work like 100 something hours a week, probably more. I don't really keep track of it because it's not really work for me. I love what I do. Now in the wintertime, it's been a little different. Like the last couple days, it doesn't matter whether I had a job, like, or I had to like clock in somewhere, or I had this job. This is a job. There's no one else that gets the amount of stuff I do. That's a job. That's what you get paid to do it because you get so much of it, and I keep going. But I also do a lot of stuff that people don't realize. Like I'm a people can use me as a consultant. I have people that just saw them yesterday that are losing their minds about to check into a mental institution. I have, that kind of stuff. No one gets the behind the closed doors, what I do for people, how much I help people. It's an endless conversation with what I do. But if I had the last 2 days, no matter what I did for a living, I would have sat home and tried to nurse this, even though it didn't help me. I wouldn't have been at any job in the last 2 days. I would have quit. There's no way when your ears are that loud. That would have been a tough one at a job too. Be like, you go to your boss because you look okay and you sound okay. You're like, listen, my ears are just ringing. He's not going to understand it. Like, you know what I mean? They won't get that. You got to have this. I just said in a video today, if I get through this, you'll see how serious I'm about this. Because if I do get through this, you're going to see, I'm going to do everything I can to help people in the future with all the knowledge I'm learning about this tinnitus and how little stuff there is and just how hopeless you can feel. It's a terrible thing. It made me think about everything else too, like cancer and all these things. Like no one, including myself, no one gives a shit until it's them. And then once it's you, all of a sudden it matters. But, or you might think you care, but you honestly have no idea what that person's going through. Like that, you have to kind of live it to understand it. And now I'm learning that, like after having this, like if someone had told me their ears are ringing, I'd be like, oh, poor baby. Like people are just lost their legs yesterday and you're worried about your ears ringing. But it kind of is just as serious in a way because it's your brain and it controls everything you do. So it is a serious thing when it's extreme. Now there's less tinnitus where it's not so bad, which is what most people have. And then you have your 10%, whatever it is, that are extreme, and I think that's me. Of course it's me. I think I've had regular tinnitus for a long, long time. I didn't even realize it. Like I realized it, but I just didn't know what it was, and I just kind of blew it off, and you start thinking about other things, and it goes away. Your sounds like an ocean waves. That's kind of cool. It's like that's what they want me to listen to, so I don't hear them. I have that too. Like there's like this. Look, I show you my app. It doesn't help. Where is that? Oh, it's from right here in Eagle. You can actually you can set it, or you can put your own sounds in. So you can be like. It doesn't help because that ringing sits on top of whatever I do, even if there is headsets. So you can take that and then you can add, so that's fire and rain. I don't know. That's straight up from a hearing place, like in town. I downloaded it. It doesn't help. It just makes you feel like you're tripping out or something. So that's where we're at, you guys. It's funny. I got a job for 100. I got a job offer, even in my condition. not with this, but like my spine and stuff for $100,000 a year. That's been standing now for 6 months, but lately he's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if you're gonna come. He just likes to give me a hard time. He's a good friend of mine. But then I have to go back to New Jersey. And you guys, I've explained this many times that I'd make way more money than I do now. I'd have no money problems. And I could go right back to a regular life. And I wouldn't be happy because I'm not done yet. People don't understand how important what we're doing is. No one would ever comment something stupid like a troll if they understood how important this other side of the world is. It's all of the secrets to the universe. What could be more important? People are just so freaking stupid. It's an amazing thing how dumb we are. I include myself. I'm not saying I'm the only one. I'm the biggest freaking idiot in the world, but I'm working on how to not be, because you've been taught to be an idiot. It's an amazing thing, And you've been taught to, if someone says, "Oh, you're an idiot," that's terrible. Don't like, all of this is brainwashing. Don't you guys get it? Everything, even the way you feel, is a brainwash. It's not you, but us, all of us together. We're all brainwashed. It's a crazy thing. And the sooner you could admit that, I don't care who you are, but like, yeah, you know what? He's a little bit right at least. Like, if you can at least say that, you're on your way. You just have to know if you're that confused and you can't understand that. I used to think like guys like Jesse Ventura were crazy. I'm like, listen to this idiot. Like, is he? But meanwhile, the guy's exactly right. That you go out in the public and do that? No, you can't. You can't fight the system. It's impossible. We have to do it. We have to fight it just knowing it. So everyone just kind of knows what's going on. No one says a word, but you just kind of know. And then eventually we'd be ready. And all of a sudden, everyone in the world just knows, and no one said one word. There's ways of doing this. It's just that people, unfortunately, are people. Yeah. Well, they obviously weren't very good friends. I don't have that many either. I have friends in this, great friends, but like friends I grew up with, I haven't lost, because luckily, at least my good ones, like my buddy Meets, was telling me, he's like, yeah, people are like, what is Abel doing? Like, he's heard he's crazy, or he found Bigfoot, or he's like, I don't know, but whatever Mark's doing, it's legit. That's what Meets tells everybody. He's like, he goes, I trust that guy for, he's like, I don't know what he's doing. He goes, I just know whatever he's doing, it's legit. He's always been like that. That's what Meets tells everybody. And that's pretty cool. So that's a good friend, someone that probably, where his brain is telling him like, what the hell is going on? What do you mean Bigfoot? And he knows me. He just knows me since we were 6 years old. Since sixth grade, not 6 years old. And just knows whatever I'm doing. It's real. I would never, you have to kind of sell yourself to people that don't understand that. In a sense, like, look, just believe me. I would never. I'm the most unusual person to be doing this. I feel like a guy from New Jersey that's up in the mountains in Colorado. It's kind of weird. No, I wouldn't consider an online debate, because I'm not good at that. I'd end up threatening his life. I'm not a debater. I'm a life threatener. No, I'm just teasing. In a sense, yeah, because my patience is worn thin. Like, I don't have any patience. In fact, if you look at my YouTube channel now, it says I do not teach Sasquatch 101. I am here. I said, once you have whatever I've said, got rid of the human brainwashing, I'm all over you. Meaning, I'm your best friend in the world. I will do anything for you at that point. But I'm done with the idiots. There's nothing to debate. What do I have to debate? I have 20,000 pictures from live video, from real video. There's nothing to debate. Like, I have more evidence than anyone in the world combined. Like, as far as the amount. And I don't say that to brag. It's just because I do it more. That's the only simple reason. And it's because of where I am. That's the only thing. It has nothing to do with me at all. It just happens to be that I figured this out here, and it's an amazing place. That's it. I'm telling you guys something you all know, except for probably one person. And remember, they're not structures. They are, but they're a language. Whatever you're seeing when the sticks are weird, it can't be wind because it's filmed all over the world in the exact same way. It's a language. That's what's amazing about Eileen in the UK and, you know, all these other guys, Bronzini and Basooner, whoever else does this, see the same types of things. And it's always the same. It's an X, it's a bend, it's part of their language. It's not possible to be wind. You got to be like an idiot. I feel like I'm trying to like, I'm talking about about a debate here. Like if we ever had a debate, it's you know, it's not. So the answer is no. I could never do that because I wouldn't be able to keep my composure because I'm too deep to talk to a complete moron that's never looked into it. Because if the guy actually looked into my work, there'd be no debate. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm just sitting here like, I believe there's Bigfoot. That's the way it's always been. Well, obviously you haven't seen my stuff. That's the problem is a lot of people haven't because they don't know how, or they're not on Facebook, or they can't see pictures, or they're not on Instagram. Well, I don't go on Instagram. It's like, well, then you're not going to know anything for the rest of your life. Okay. I don't like Instagram. I don't like Facebook either, but I have to because that's how we all stay together and connected. Why are you so anti everything? Like, you can have complete control over that. You have control who your friends are. You could have a fake profile. You could just be anybody. I don't know why. It's so annoying, my voice. And so to hear people whine about social media is just, it's ridiculous. My Instagram is set up completely just for this. There's no social, like, oh, let's see what, except for like a few people like my friend Paula who was on here earlier. And I have another friend that does the same thing she does here. Like I'll click on a couple of the girls, like they sell like coffees and stuff like that. But otherwise, it's all Bigfoot for me. And it's not even Bigfoot. It's, what do we call it? The unseen world. Yeah, trolls. That's all. It's just idiots. You're not even a troll. You're a complete idiot, is what you are. You're just and the funny thing about an idiot is he doesn't know he's an idiot. So I must be an idiot. You guys, what do you think? Should I go through Burger King drive-thru or what? Thanks, Maria. I'm hanging in there. I got this thing's going crazy. I'm kind of waiting for this doctor to call me back. And it's probably not going to happen till I forgot what I was saying. I was responding to Terry. What's up, Matt? I know. But I was just answering. But it was a really good question. It was a great question for me that I don't really see that often. And the question was, would you ever consider a debate with a non-believer? And I was like, I can't because I wouldn't be able to do it properly. You guys, I didn't put myself in public. I just got there by accident. So don't expect me to be like a perfect public speaker or be able to have a debate with someone where I won't threaten his life because he's an idiot. Okay? I don't mean threaten it. Like, I'm not going to hurt him, but I mean, you know, like technically, like, yeah. I just can't, I mean, I exaggerate completely. I'm exaggerating. I would never threaten, you know what I mean? But I would be like, listen, you idiot. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do it. I can't sit there and humor a moron. Because, like I said, he wouldn't be there in that debate if he just looked at what I have. You have not watched my videos if you have any question. You have not looked at the pictures if you have any question. You have not looked at the structures if you have any question. We get them every single day. Bye, Denise. Brandon, right on here. I don't know if Brandon's still there. I just showed you what he got. What I got. I'm credit. I'm not even giving Brandon credit for his own video because I was so happy that I got that. I was like, oh my god! I paused it. I screenshot it. I'm like, it's like an elf, man. You guys want to see that again? Let me show it to you again. It's so blatant. He's right there. And here's the best part about this picture, guys. It's on top of it's leaning uphill, and it's one of the best tridents, if not the best trident Brandon's ever found. And that's what made me look. I'm like, I got to look on top of this trident. I know they're there. And sure enough, he's right there. You know, it's like, let me show you this one again. Because I've never quite got a face like this. I love it. He looks like an elf. I see him there. Let me get a better one. He's an elf. There he is. You see it without the glare? I don't know if you can. I can't tell. Let's bring it down here. See the elf? He's right there. There's a lot more in the picture. But the amazing part about that is he's on top of a trident, you know, and it's from a live video. So a non-believer in a Bigfoot discussion is nothing more than a complete moron to me. You know what I mean? Like, I would never give him my time. Why would I want to convince someone that's going to go harm a beautiful creature like that? And that's all a non-Bigfoot believer is to me now. They're nothing but a threat and could potentially harm these creatures, or maybe not them, but their environment. I believe these creatures can take care of themselves, no problemo. It's all about environment and, you know, people, just the point of it, and people going in there trying to hunt them, and the secret agendas, and people think they can make money doing this, and, you know, all that kind of thing. And it's the other thing is like, well, why would anyone do this for money? You know what I mean? I've never been accused of that, but like, we've had this conversation. Why? Like, you know what? I'm gonna make something up, and I'm gonna make money at it. Would it be this? Why wouldn't you just make up something that makes money? Why? You're gonna be the first one in the history of the world to actually make a living in Bigfoot? No. So unless you're legit, of course not. You have to be legit in this. To there's no even thought of making money in this. I mean, I make money, but it's just enough so I can do it. You guys know, as soon as I have enough for rent, like I don't ever ask for help ever. So once in a while, like, you guys need some help or something, but it's very little. It's I just do it enough so I can exist here. There's not, you know, I take a toll. I can't buy a house. I can't get an apartment. I live in a trailer. You know, it's like my truck has 230,000 miles on it, and I do have 2 phones, but one's not even mine. You know, people don't realize that this is not easy. You know, where you are, it might be. You go to your little spot, and, you know, and there's a little place, but where I go, it's hard. I travel sometimes 40, 50 miles just one direction to get to one spot. You know, it's not easy. And then that's why amazing things happen out there, and they'll become more and more. They even tell me in my head, like, just Mark, just patient, just give it a little time. Little time. You know what? I might be exaggerating. Let's see how many miles are on my truck. I'm curious myself. I know none of you care, but I care, kind of. Where is that? It's not. It doesn't want to tell me right now. Oh well. I probably have to have it on. Guess I gotta jump off anyway because I want to. So what do you guys think? Sunday morning? Is anyone around? We'll do a live video Sunday morning, and I'll get you as many pictures, whatever you want to say, pictures, videos. Just so you guys know, I pay my taxes. I can't figure out why in the world they'd send me back $12. Okay, just so you know, I'm not rich. There it is. Whatever Terry sent me, now okay. It's been sitting in my truck for a long time, so in case you can't tell, it's $12. It's a $12 check from the United States Treasury. You know what pisses me off about that? Look how many it could be. Look at all the little stars. And they send me 12. You know somebody's getting, you know, like a few mil back. Okay, cool. That's all I want. I don't care, you know, as long as it's just a few. We only need 3 people to do a live video. I know, Butch. I'll you know, when this ringing slows down, I'll talk to you more about that. Because I appreciate. I saw how much it costs to send the box, and I saw the stuff, and I just been having. You know, it's hard to think too far into anything because. Hey Gunner. Hey Carla. Because. Thanks Gunner for last time too. I appreciate that very much. Because of this, like I can't think like I can talk, but I can't like diagnose. Like, hey, if I took these keychains, and so I'm thinking about that. Yeah, like I said, I got it here, and then I'll, you know, but like it is kind of like it'd be great for like a beach key or like, you know, like something like that. But like and it's good. Like I said, it's good for me because I'll lose my keys. I'm absent-minded sometimes, but they're a little too big for. But I'll bet you anything I could give every single one of those away in 2 seconds. Diesel. Oh, Diesel got a good another. I got a picture for Diesel too. You guys, New Jersey just got this yesterday. You can't really sell. I'll show that. I'll show those Monday. I mean Sunday. Because I can't. What the heck? I just got a new Patreon. Kim, is that you? Or no, Angie. Oh my God, Angie. Are you on? Are you on? That's a lot, Angie. My goodness gracious. I'll have to message you. Thank you, Angie. Well, Angie's my buddy. I've known Angie for a couple of years, but I was looking for Diesel's picture, and I saw that I had a new Patreon. So, thank you, Angie, so much. And not only that, but it was a really good new Patreon, like a really good one. I know, but I don't want to receive. I just want to be able to keep doing this. That's all. It's the hardest thing I do. I like to give people. I like to help. I don't like to get. But unfortunately, I've taken the advice of everyone that said, Mark, shut the F up. Stop. You're just an idiot. You sound so stupid when you complain about getting money. Just take it and keep giving us videos. That's what some guy said. I was like, you know, I guess you're right. You know, I don't know why I'm so self-conscious like that. I know, but like I said, I'm self-conscious about it. I can't help it. If I could just erase the self-conscious, I would. Wow, Angie, thank you so much. And I also have, what else do I have? Oh, I wanted to thank, I already thanked her, but, well, I'll do that on Sunday too. So Sunday I got a couple thanks to give, and then we'll go over some videos, some pictures, some jets flying up again. What's the question? Oh, the odor. You know, it's another great question. The odor, about whether they smell. I really don't think so. I think I've been in situations where I don't know, that it's weird because so yes and no is the answer. They seem to be able to mask almost everything from us. So I do ask myself, is it possible that they're masking smell sometimes? Like, you know, it's just a technology. Like when they're in this little bubble they're in. I'll show you guys. I'll show you some amazing pictures of bubbles on Sunday if you want. Like literally, they're magic when they're inside of it. You can see their hands coming out of it. You can see faces peeking out of it. Everything. I don't believe they change color now. I think you'll see blue. I think if you get heavy into timestamps and you find pictures, that you'll see some strange colors, but it's typically because of their magic. It's between. It's not even magic. It's a technology they use. So when you cross that technology with, say, like our camera, it can make some incredible lighting. It can make some incredible. We get a light blue a lot. In fact, that was the picture I was just going to show you, but you won't be able to see it on here. I get it all the time, but I just found one in Diesel's the other day. Because the pictures were, you know, the pictures, Diesel, you're that spot. Forget about the timestamps. The structures there alone were outstanding for New Jersey. Like how blatant they got. Like everything was just crazy. So I couldn't help to look closer. So you'll see. I could show you some of those on Sunday too. Too bad I don't have those like categorized, you know, because I have so many things that are just spread all over the place that should be in folders together. I have a lot of petroglyph stuff, you guys. I have hundreds of pictures from the petroglyphs with eyeballs, like nose, nostrils, eyeballs, 10 of them all together, you know, over and over and over. And they're all next to faces that are on rocks that have eyeballs. So it's just like, you know, a lot of it, I don't know, you know, like I don't know, you know, there's a huge mystery. Oh, I love this one, you guys. Wait till you see this full picture. Do you guys see this one yet? I think I posted it somewhere. That's such a good one. He's right there. Can you guys see that? I don't know if it's a reflection or not. I'm trying to get it on the camera. It's such a good one. I'll show you the full picture on Sunday. That's petroglyphs. The best pictures in the world I have. It's just that people that do this don't want to admit that because they want those pictures. And then you have, then you have your skeptics who just can't understand because they don't watch the videos. Sorry, I know that got to be a glare. But that's a good one there, you guys. It's so good. Look at that. It's so good. I forget who got me that one. I have to look again. See that? And I'll show you the big picture. I'll do it on Sunday because it's all I can see is a glare. That's actually big picture. So it shows you the timestamp, shows you, the time. That's what's great about my pictures. Everyone else just shows you this picture, right? And you never know what it's from. Like, how do I know what this is from? Like, what if it's I'm not talking about like us. I'm talking about like if you're just going to go out to the outside world, like to your buddy at work, be like, hey, look at this picture. Or the guy's like, I don't know what is this? I don't even know. But with me, there's always, well, I just ruined it. The time, the name of the video. You can pause it. It shuts so many people up. It's amazing. Back, from years ago when people are like, oh, that's just the leaves. It's like, how dumb are you? Like, are you that stupid? No one's trying to fool you. Just open your mind. And people open it and they see it right away. They're like, oh yeah, I guess you're right. It's right there. Everything's just right there. It's that you have to understand. If this wasn't out of our thinking, we would have figured this out. In fact, that's another thing I figured out is that that's exactly how they do it. So anything that you think is crazy, it's not. It's all real. All the movies and cartoons that you see that you think is far-fetched, well, guess what? 80-90% of that's all real. It's all, someone in Hollywood knows something. I mean, it's all, I'm gonna lose my mind, man, one day. That's why I can't have a debate, because I'll end up like, I've given my whole life up for this, okay? So my tensions can grow a little bit short if I'm dealing with a moron, which is luckily hardly ever anymore. People just need to look. Don't be so opinionated until you've looked. It's anybody. I'm not talking just at me. Like, look at my stuff. Look at some other people's. Like, do your homework. Anybody that's done their homework properly knows the truth. You'll know that quickly. You could do it in an hour. You'll convince even your hard-headed brain in an hour that it's all real. Yeah. Do you think Diesel's going to be out doing videos? Unless it's real. Like, these people don't do this for it's not fun to do these videos unless it was real. You'd be the dumbest moron in the world walking around and looking at trees and bushes, like, unless it was real. It's just that it's that's the trick. Remember, if you think it's crazy, it's probably not. Now, maybe it is in some cases, but in most aspects of them, that's their trick. You think it's crazy. You think a squirrel did it. You think that's what bears do. You think, oh, that's what bears flip over rocks. You think that's what everything does. That's how they do it. The noises they make are all noises that are familiar to you typically. Except up here, sometimes they have some crazy, like, unbelievable stuff. Woo! Hear that? That's just blows your mind when you hear that. Woo! But typically, when they're interacting with you, they'll use the animals of the forest, things like that, or like like the Wolverines did, like they have and they'd use or they'll use they have like their own little sounds. Why is that hard for people to believe? Like, it's like, of course, that's what we would do if me and Brandon were born as little kids in the woods. Me and him would be the most badass mother effers in the world in those forests right by now, especially me, 50 years later. Just as an idiot human being, think about what I could figure out. It's just like Tarzan or any of these stories where, where the little girl with the monkeys and, if you're out there long enough, believe me, we're very adaptable. We suffer, we think we're suffering, but we adapt to almost anything, at least some of us. And I have no idea what I'm talking about because of my, because of my whistling, so I'm gonna leave it right there. I get fired up sometimes. I'm not yelling at you guys. I'm just yelling, like, I can't deal with how dumb people are, the ignorance of people. It's not just this subject, you guys. Look around at the world right now. Look at these people bashing Donald Trump. Like, it's like, I'm not like a Mr. Donald Trump fan either, but look, you have to understand, we have a system in this country. Once we elect a president, You should be able to say nothing. That's it. I don't care. Believe me, this is, even if Hillary was, it would kill me because I hate Hillary Clinton for some reason. But I think both of them sucked. But you have to understand, as an American, you stand by these decisions. Like, it's so simple. And then I read these posts of, and then it's not only that, but it's like politicians speaking out. It's all of these people, which I try to ignore, by the way, but you can't help it. It's just, it doesn't matter whether you like him or not, okay? And I'm not sticking up for Donald Trump either, so don't think that. All as I'm saying is, I'm talking to, I know we have non-Americans here, but they get it. And as a non-American, it's almost better to look in and you can see how dumb we are. That's why they call us American idiots. Okay, that's why the UK, that's the number one term for us in the UK, is American idiot. Why do you think that term came up? For fun? Because we are morons, okay? I'm not saying you guys are or I am. We all are in a way, you know, but you have to look at us as a whole. We're a people. We're together. And it's just like it's like a class when they do like what do they call it when the teacher factors she averages all the tests together? Well, that's what you have to do with people. And when you average when you take us all together, even the ones that are hiding in the bushes, all of the people, and you put them in a ball, it's one giant ball of moron, okay? So you smart people aren't going to help those people. It's like, and some of those people are really smart. Some of the biggest idiots are some of the smartest people. So don't get me wrong. When I say someone's an idiot, I don't mean they're not smart. They're very confused and they get sucked into the human world, and you realize that none of it matters. Like, you guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Nothing matters. Nothing what they're talking about, what they're doing matters. Do you get it? It's all about power and money. Nothing matters. None of that stuff really matters to us. Like, it doesn't matter. And no, it does in a sense, but it could just be very simple, cut and dry, like the world. It doesn't have to be as complicated. We're never all going to agree. Agree to disagree, whatever that means. You know what I mean? So I get fired up and I don't understand, but I think, let me finish really quick. So probably in the morning, Angie, I'm going to send you a message. Angela, thank you. So thank you. Because I saw your notification on here. I was looking for a picture and I couldn't believe it. So thank you. I'll over thank you in a second. Yeah, right. Can you imagine that? Just give me the nuke button. I'll be sending missiles everywhere. Like, what did that guy say over there? Like, just, I'll do a live video and then you know what it is? I'll be president, and then any decisions, I go live, and only you guys are allowed to come on. So you guys are like the House representatives, and we decide. Kill them or not kill them. There's not even a discussion. We're not going to discuss, let's build a wall. No, it'll just be kill them or not kill them. Or kill him or don't kill him. Because that's what we need. We need it to be more simple. I could never be in politics. I don't know the first thing about politics. But I do know about being a human being, especially with these guys. I wouldn't have been able to tell you this stuff a while ago. This has all been from being around these guys. But let me just finish this really quick. So, as an American, okay, so even if it is Hillary, I stand proud as an American and be like, you know what, I will kick your ass. I hate her too, but I'm an American. I'm going to stand by my president. And anyone that bashes and rips apart their president tears down the integrity of our country. And bashing and abusing, it just doesn't work. You have to stand behind him. It's not a matter of whether you like him or not. It's not a matter whether he said the F word or he used to love women or, he's a scumbag. It doesn't matter. He's our president. Somehow he got elected. That's our system. And now you stand behind him as an American. And if everyone did that, our country would be so strong, it'd be almost ridiculous. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen. And I don't care, like I said, even if it was Hillary, that'd be hard for me because I don't like her. But you know what? I'm going to make myself, as an American, stand behind all of the other people because there's enough people that voted for her. She's the president, you know what I mean, or whatever. I'm just being hypothetical. It's I got to stand by the 50% of the people that believe that she should be the president. That's how the system was meant to be, and we're too free here. We're too free in America. I want to be free, but I don't know about freedom of speech. I honestly don't know. Freedom to show whatever you want. Like, yeah, I should be able to show whatever I want in the woods, but I'm glad I can't because these people that we're talking about can't understand or can't they shouldn't know what I have to show them yet. They really should, and what these other people have to show them. I don't know. I think I'm going off because of my ears. Like something's really wrong with me, you guys. Like I'm losing it. Like I feel very forgetful. That's all. Just stand by. Stand by our president. Because it's not even the president, you guys. He doesn't even do anything. It's just our country. It's our government. You know, they're all corrupt. But I think it's not even stand by them and support them. It's more like just don't say anything. That's all. I think if we don't say it, because I don't agree with them either. It's just we just don't say anything. I think we're better off. And then of course, when the new election's coming up, that's when it's time. I think that's okay. You have a right to have your voice heard at that point. But just during the terms and stuff, like it never has stopped for Donald, that poor guy. Like I don't even mean poor guy, like the guy's kind of an arrogant douche. Like you can listen to his Howard Stern interviews like way before he was president, like that. He is one arrogant dude, and I don't not like him. I don't know if he should be president or not. I don't know, but I would never. He is my president, so I'm standing right behind him and would die for this country because either I'm brainwashed or I don't know. Like I just feel like it's that important that we need to keep. But those feelings start to fade because of the way everything is, and we're all losing faith in just everything. I think it's like we all kind of think the world's going to end, like in the next 10 years or something. I think haven't we all felt like that a little bit? It's weird how everyone in the world has had that feeling a little bit that something's going to happen, like a war or God's coming, or it's just going to be World War III, or some kind of event is due. That's what I feel like. I feel like we have an event due. You know what I mean? So what do you guys think? Burger King? I'm getting a little bit of a. I'm glad Cindy Boggs showed up. I haven't seen Cindy in a long time. You can remember Cindy. I remember these people that Cindy was one of the first people to ever help me. 4 years ago. She was there when I had 300 subscribers. So of course I remember those people always. People think I don't remember them. They'll be like, Mark, I haven't talked to you in 2 years, and you probably don't remember me. But I'm like, what are you talking about? Like I could meet a million people. I know. I remember my friends. I don't forget you guys ever. Like I'm just a person. I'm not in Hollywood. No Burger King. Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. Especially because I had like a biscuit, like a gas station biscuit, like sausage, egg, and cheese for breakfast. Yeah, Ben, you're right, probably. I've been taking this supplement that's supposed to help. It might just take time. I might just have to deal, I know, I'm going to go to City Market. You guys want to drive there with me real quick? Why not? And then Sunday morning, I'll turn this off when I get there, but I want you to see some of the snow. Why is it getting blurry? And then Sunday morning, I'll do a long video. Is that zoomed in? What's going on? Oh, there we go. Sorry about that, you guys. Right on my face. Well, you can see in town, so it's very warm. Actually, the temperature's dropped. It was 41, maybe because I was idling. I'll bet you that's what it was, guys, because I was parked. Moving, it says 36. Remember, you got to remember, just up here, just a little bit above my head, it gets cold, because I'm at high elevation. So I live at over 7,000 feet. So if every 100 feet you go up, I've been on a dirt road where literally you can see, you go right across the line where, from freezing to thawing. I want to show you guys the most expensive supermarket in the world, but I got to go in there. You know what I've been getting lately, guys, that I really enjoy is, do you guys like cheddar cheese? I love cheese and crackers. Is that bad for you? What doesn't have sodium in it? Like I need something, like I am gonna eat today. Like it does matter for my ears. I'm trying to not eat what everyone told me, like caffeine. Although I did read a doctor online said, no, that's absolutely not true. Don't over drink caffeine, she said if your body's used to drinking caffeine a lot, like every morning, you can actually make it worse, like your tinnitus worse if you don't have your coffee. So she said just have like 1 cup. Don't have too much, but don't quit coffee. She said at least that 1 cup in the morning which is all I do anyway. Who lives in PA? Look at that, Pennsylvania plates. It's kind of weird to see that while you're in Colorado. I parked next to New Jersey yesterday. I was gonna say something, but I never saw them. Every time I see Jersey, I give them a hard time. Like I get out and like I kind of like look like I'm mad. I'm like, what are you doing here from New Jersey? Like I get really serious with them, and they look at me like, what is this guy's crazy? Is he gonna beat me up or something? I'm like, no, seriously, why are you here? And then I tell them why I'm here and stuff. Not what I do, but just how I got here. So there's about 6 inches up there. I mean, man, as soon as you jump over these hills, you guys, it is a whiteout out there. It's just if you're in a parking lot, it's not sticking on the treated parking lots. So that's kind of cool to see. Even if everything I said was completely stupid, which is probably the case, at least you got to see some snow. All right, and since most of you guys are in Florida, sitting on the beach, it's not too bad. Hey, thanks, Maria. I'm going to use that at City Market. Actually, and I'll tell people again, the super chats, I don't get that I get that in 30 days. So that's it's a great thing for me because my YouTube revenue is down. So it's like that $10 goes right to that and everything else that what Terry gave me and stuff like that. And I'm going you to know that I don't come on these videos expecting those. That's just a bonus for me. You would see, try not super chatting me sometime. You'll see I'll stay on here longer even. Like I don't care. It has nothing to do with that. But I do need that help at the same time, if that makes sense. So don't ever think I sign on these things so people give me money, because I'll get really mad at you. Yes, that's snow. Texas. I should go, you know what I should do? Sell snow to Texas. People tried that back in the day. Like basically it was like I think, what was it? They would try to do birthday parties for people. This company never worked out, but they say they would deliver snow, like literally dump trucks full of snow, right? Spread it all over your front yard, like in July, and then you'd have like a birthday party in the snow. That didn't work out. As far as I know, it didn't work out. Penny, it's Colorado Bigfoot on Facebook. You just simply, in the little search bar, type in Colorado Bigfoot. Hold on a second, I gotta get like a water or something. I even switched to this, like I got like purified water, because one thing I read is no chlorine. Chlorine will really make if you're drinking chlorine, like in the water, it'll really make that whistling. So I gotta get my Arizona people back together. Because here's the thing. I'll do that Sunday because we'll talk about Arizona too, because just really quickly, because I have too many messages from Arizona. It wasn't like it's that many, but I think I got like at least 10 like really good messages from Arizona, like detailed messages from people in Arizona. But for me, that's a lot. Like if I have to make a decision on 10 different things, it's hard. I don't know. I don't never really do exact set time, especially with this, but usually it works out. But like 8 or 9 in the morning, like I try to get on with something like that, like because for most people it's later in the day, so only my West Coast people would that be early for, because for most people it's like 2 hours ahead or more. So Jerry or someone like that, yeah, it's the same time. But yeah, I think like 9 or 10, whenever. You're not missing anything, you guys. Like it's not like I'm gonna give you vital information that's gonna change the world. We're just chilling out. That's all it is. What I'll probably do too is if there's any questions people want to ask, like like real questions, like if you want to really know about like certain secrets or like things that have happened, or just get into it. I'm sick of beating around the bush. Everything, like I've said before, like some of these other researchers, they get something and it becomes this big deal, and then it's nothing when you finally find out what it is. It was nothing, and you can't see, and nothing's happening. And I'm not like that. Every day for me is 10 times what that guy just made a big deal about. Yeah, I know. It's amazing. I can't believe that. 154. Simply amazing on a Friday. a snowy Friday, and I'm gonna go and get something at the supermarket. I'd walk you guys in there too, but I don't want to seem like one of those people that's like filming in the. I've done that before. Oh, really? With the chlorine? I didn't know that, Kelly. So let's do a little Arizona talkage, all right? Because you had the fish. Uh-oh. Is that good or bad? That's if you watch the movie Airplane, that's not a good thing. Yeah, let's talk to my Arizona people. Let's figure out, not based on who asked me, but let's get the best spots and have people be like, yes, that's the best place, because I can do it on my own. I don't even need to look. I could just literally get in the car, which I'm in right now, if you haven't noticed, and just drive to Arizona and go to the best place on my own without even looking at a map. That's how I've done every Bigfoot spot I've ever found in my life. But I figured I'd make this a little more commercialized, like just kind of just go, and it doesn't have to be the most amazing, shocking thing. But if maybe I can meet somebody, and maybe you can be in the video, or we could just go for a walk, or go check out different spots, and then I'll go out by myself again in like the next day or something like that, somewhere else that I spotted. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of ways to do that. But I think that'd be cool. But I also don't want to like pick one person in Arizona and the other guy's like, hey man, I was watching you for 4 years. Who's this idiot? And you're going to see them? Like, I don't want to make anyone mad at me. Believe me, you're not missing anything. I am not that exciting. But I can find these guys. I can make it exciting. Yeah, we can. If you want to be entertained by my personality, it's not gonna be that fun. But if we get to the right spots, I can make it, because I can make them do it. It's different. People are like, oh, they don't do that here. I'm like, well, let me come there and see what they do. It's all about what's in your head. That's how they do things. It's all about, they know everything in your head. I could not swear to that, but I swear to it. You know what I mean? Like, as an expression, I swear to that. Like, they know exactly what you know somehow. Like, that's one of the things I have trouble with. People like tell me, they're like, you just hear people say this all the time, like, if one Sasquatch knows you, they all know you. And I'm like, I've said this before too. I will repeat, because remember, there's people that haven't heard this stuff. Like Kelly probably heard this a million times, but other people haven't. I don't know if that's true. I do feel like it is. So sometimes people are not wrong. I mean, there's times when people are right, and I haven't tried any oils. Where would I rub it? Like, inside my ear? The problem is brain related, you guys. I do. My teeth used to be like this. I literally had Dracula teeth. They actually had to shave them down. And these teeth I had braces twice in the top. They were perfectly in line, even after my retainer, and they still come out. So I could be related to Dracula, because you can't. The orthodontist was like, dude, he literally said, dude. He's like, what's with you, man? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you're like related to Dracula. That's what he told me. I was like, I can't help it. My tongue, I think it's good. I don't like to stick my tongue out on the video, but my tongue is good. I don't have any problem. I think I feel good. I think this is just trickling down. Like, you get like 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 a little trauma, like when it's something never stops like that. So you're like, I don't know if it's like becomes stress or anxiety, which starts to make you look like an idiot and can kind of make you sick, and or not feel that great. What's up, Tristan? My tongue fits in my mouth. Yeah. I brushed my teeth today. I probably do for a good cleaning, and I think I have a cavity. But that's one of the. I know, but I don't know where to use the oils. Like, this is inside my brain. I know, it's processed food is the worst, but you guys have to understand, I don't know how to eat anything else. Like, nothing else tastes good to me. I grew up with the worst taste buds. Like I never quite grew out of it. It was really difficult with my parents and stuff. Like, you know, like my mom would make like, try to make an example. What was the one meal she'd always make? Like always had to have it different. Now I like the taco sauce. But I remember like when I was a kid, like I didn't like taco sauce, and she'd make not taco. Yeah, we'd have like tacos, and she'd make, you know, like the hamburger meat, like a big thing, and she'd always have to have like just like an amount for me that's just hamburger without the sauce in it because I was too picky to eat the sauce. But now I love it with the sauce. But I never quite grew out of some stuff, and it's easy just to get like stuff like instead of cooking and everything, like frozen pizza and. I think it's a combination of like a million different things why this is happening, and it just won't stop. Yeah, and then they say teeth issues too. It doesn't hurt really that it does sometimes when I chew, but what am I gonna do? I got to get cavities. It's like $900 to get a cavity filled up here. They have to do like they have to fix something before they fill it, so it's like or take another one out or something. So because there was another. I got a cavity next to like another filling, so it's like $900. Like I can't afford to go to the dentist and to the doctors or either one really. It's become, and then you go into debt. Now I'm like 10 G's in just because I got my tinnitus fixed and my. I think I got to get health insurance, guys. It's one of the things my parents. That's one thing my parents had said. Like listen, you really just need to get health insurance. So I was like, you know what, you're right. So I'm either going to try. What do you guys recommend? I got to go in here, but what do you recommend? Should I do Obamacare, or should I just try to find a cheap policy, like you know, use it for now, and then, you know, in the next year, once I'm all fixed, I can just cancel it. You know, like get teeth pulled. If I have a gap right there, it would really change my look. But I should get that tooth pulled. Later, Shelly. Obamacare, I mean, you think I should do that? Because I don't want to. I'll tell you, man, when you tell them you have no insurance, it's just like you're a joke. I think the doctors like when you don't have insurance if you can pay for it. So they like wealthy people without it. Because there is actually a lot of people that are very wealthy that don't have health insurance. Because they just simply will pay for it. They think it's cheaper. Because you know, why would you pay $800 a month for an incredible policy and not use it for 4 years? You know, think about how much money that is. When you could, if you actually have a problem, then you can go get health insurance. I mean, you can just pay for it. Now, if you have, like, there is stuff about pre-existing and all that stuff. So if you have cancer, and then you go get your policy, there could be a problem. You know, I don't know. So I'm thinking about just going to get, like, maybe if I just get the whole deal, like a dental and a. I'm telling you, you still pay a fortune. You have to pay your deductible, and then if you have any surgeries, it's out of pocket. I had a really good policy at my job before I started doing this full time, and I had to give up my health insurance to do this. I had full health insurance until I went full-time Bigfoot. That's exactly when I had to give up my insurance. And even then, I had a 13. Most people don't realize they even have it. It's all about surgery. I have a $13,000 out of pocket. So what that means is, so basically they gave me a couple needles in the back of my neck, which were steroids. It cost $8,000 for that surgery in Vail, Colorado. $8,000 just for them to put you under, and they consider it a surgery and just giving you steroids into your spine. And so out of that, this is with health insurance, you have to pay $800 that day. You figure, like, hey man, just go stick a couple needles in my neck, I'll give you $800 cash. The doctor would be like, all right, no problem. You know, it's like they make a fortune. So I had to pay, and that's just one session. And when I found out, the guy's like, "Oh, it's okay. Total is." She's like, I'm like, I could barely even like come to yet. I was like, they literally put me out, and I'm at the thing. She's like, "Okay, that's it was $900 and something dollars." I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, that's how much your out of pocket for surgery is." I was like, "Oh my god." So I just stopped doing the neck thing because I know it would cost me like 50 grand. Even like it would cost me another 13. Out of pocket, just out of my pocket, with a really good coverage. Sign up for ACA. Obamacare. Don't have much time left. Sign up. I know. I saw the. I was on there today. It's pretty easy, right? Like you just to sign up. I think I could do it pretty quickly. Maybe I'll do that today when I get home. The other thing is too, I get into that trailer. It's like it's almost like I feel like it's. I don't think it is, but I feel like it's worse in there. Like, let me see what you guys are saying about healthcare. Well, that was the other thing. Is some girl. Some girl. Hold on a second. I was just like randomly heard a conversation when I was in the store, and she comes over. She was younger. She's like, "Oh, that happened to me." And they had a wire in my lower jaw. She said she had this, and I was like, "Oh my god." Here we go again. Like there's every second basically of the last 48 hours I've been hearing a different thing about tinnitus. Like, don't do this, don't do this. Then I hear you have to wire your jaw. Then I hear you have to do this. So what that tells me is there's just literally a billion different causes. It could be one of so many things. It could be earwax. It could be your teeth. It could be you pushed your wax too far in with a Q-tip. It could be you eat wrong. It could just simply be you're old. It could mean it was going to happen to you whether you did it or not. Like, I don't know. So this is why they haven't figured it out yet. Because I think they figure out stuff, like get cures for things that it's just caused by basically one thing. This is caused by like a million, Look at Doug, he's all happy. Hey, buddy. He was just looking at me, look. Hey, thanks, Mike. That's good. Look, he's looking at me. What are you doing? Who's your good boy? Hey. He's barking. Who's a good boy? He wants his daddy. He's one of those dogs that doesn't care about anything but his dad. What are you doing? Go get him. Is he a mutt? Look at him. What? Say hi. You're famous. He's like, where'd my daddy go? That'd be cool to have a dog, you guys, but I can't right now because I'll never get a dog. I said this recently because until I actually have like I wouldn't do that to him. I want him to have a real place. I want him to have like at least a yard he can go out into, I'm sorry, I'm watching him. He's just looking for his daddy. He wants to go. Dogs are an amazing. I think we take things even like dogs for granted. I really do. Like, I'm kind of just bugging out because I'm so zoned out. I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning, by the way. I could not go back to sleep. I think they love dogs. In fact, I know they do. You know how I know? Because of all of the people I know that go near them with dogs. And every single one of them tells me the dogs run out to them. Once in a while, a dog won't, where it's the opposite. They got a bad vibe on that dog and they didn't want to deal with it, but I think they love them. It's an amazing thing. You know what it is? They love animals. They love the earth. I think we see it from a different perspective. Like, we kind of make this up in our heads, what you think they would like or what we think they are like. And it's just, that's the trick. Like I was saying at Burger King earlier. It's, I was saying at Burger, you're learning from a Bigfoot guy at Burger King. Oh, here's the doctor. Oh no, it's Dan. Wow. Dan. What's up, Dan? What?
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you. What are you doing?
I'm fucking working. What are you doing?
You just cursed on YouTube.
Oh, no.
I wanted to see what you would say. I put you right on live video.
Oh, no.
Yeah, people ask about you. Still ask about you, Dan.
No, they don't.
Yep. Look, hi, Dan. Look, I just got a hi. I'm telling you, people remember you. Yeah. Look, hi, Dan.
That's crazy. Tell everybody said, hey.
Does YouTube take 30%? I think that's if you're on. They take 30% if you're on. Here, hey Dan, I'm on a live video. I'll call you. Start on YouTube, or I'll call you.
No, I just saw a post. I just wanted to reach out to you. So yeah, have a great one, and everybody on your stream have a great one.
All right, cool. We'll let's talk in the near future though.
All right, man.
All right, bye. I forgot what I wanted to say. Hey, bye, Dan. He didn't know. I wanted to see if he'd embarrass himself. What did he say? He said the F word. Dan the F word man. Oh, the 30%. You sure it's on, if it's on the super chats 30%? Because that's a lot. I didn't know that. Either way, it helps me so much. I know if I do channel memberships, it's 30%, and that's why you guys. If it was about money, don't you think I'd be all over the channel memberships months ago, getting people to sign up to my channel and give me money? Of course not, because it's because I want to do it right, and they do take a percentage from the channel memberships, but it's not. I don't think people are going to care because it's like, you know, you're talking about like a $5 membership. It's not like a big, and you don't have to do it forever. You could just be like, hey, Mark, I'm going to help you this month once. You could be like, here's $5. Shut up. You know what I mean? None of that helps me. There's just so people know, when people help me, there's been no accumulation of help. If I had an accumulation of money, like if money was being put away or saved, I'd be like, listen, no one give me $1 right now. I'm fine. I would never take anything because I'd rather save it. Like in 6 months, if I'm going bankrupt, I'd rather be like, hey, you guys, all right, now I need a little help. You know, like I would never abuse that help. So believe me, there's no like stockpiling money. I promise. I think everybody knows that, but you see a face? Hopefully they're not in my car right now, because I could go across the street and be like, listen, man, fix this. But I don't know how they do that. Like, you might have to go out, like, you know, like some people say, like lay, like just go sit out there in the middle of the night, you know, with like bare feet and like, you know, like lay down and go to sleep there, and they come over and they touch you, you know, like I don't know, because they've never done that. I don't know how to do that. That is not my expertise. My expertise is finding and showing the stuff they do. That's why I like to, I just made that my expertise, because that's what I'm best at. Like, I just like to find something new. Give me another rock with a face on it, and I'm so happy I can't even tell you. I don't know why. And thank you, Angela, again for Patreon. I'm gonna message you as soon as I get out of City Market. Angela does. You guys, Angela knows. She's an expert. What you call it? Dogs, German Shepherds. Sorry, literally German, like from Germany, aren't they? The German Shepherds. She does like shows, and she knows her dogs, her doggies. She has some pretty German Shepherds. I'd love a real German Shepherd. Like, I want it shipped over from Germany. That'd be crazy. I do have PayPal. It's my name. It's Mark D, my middle initial D, Abel, at AOL.com. Here, I'll put it up there. But it just makes it, you know, I think what it is, I think it's you know, they have a right to charge something. 30% sounds high. I don't know if that's, I don't think it might be 30 on Super Chat, I don't know. But they do provide that service. You know, it's like it's actually easier. The only person it really hurts is me, because, or the person getting it, because, oh man, I can hear myself. That's terrible. Hold on a second. There's another PayPal way too, but this is my PayPal. There we go. But I just don't get enough on there because of that. You know, it's like, hey, PayPal me, give me free money. You know, that's not my intentions. You know. Angie, can you tell him that? I think she does show. They're more for show. It's not like the Seeing Eye Shepherds. I think they're just as smart, but it's used, you know, in a different way. It's I don't know. You might be able to take. Here's the thing, you know. It's like I grew up in Morris County, New Jersey. Is the Seeing Eye? They have one of the best facilities, I think, in the country that I know of. Anyway, that I'm aware of. And you know, they have dogs that don't make it. You know, those dogs to me are like the best. Like, if you're like a Seeing Eye reject, that's the dog you want as a pet. You don't want too good of a dog. Like, you want him to have some flaws. Like, you want him to kiss you and love you, and you know, he abuses the system a little bit. Where those Seeing Eye dogs really aren't meant for like love. You're not really supposed to. That's why they don't let you pet them and stuff like that. You ever seen like a blind person? You're not supposed to go and pet the dog, because it's supposed to stay as a work dog. You know, which I don't believe. I mean, I believe in it because people that are blind need help. But if I was blind, my dog would probably suck, because I would spoil him, you know. The thing with I love all dogs, but the problem with labs is especially labs is that there's too many dumb ones. No offense, because half the people on here probably have a lab, and that's what people want. They don't. And I don't mean dumb. I just mean, he's a family dog. He's not going to do anything else except wag his tail, jump on your lap when you're on the couch, and fetch the ball. That's what a lab or like a retriever's for. Now then you get some labs that are exceptional, like they're smarter than any dog. But I think most labs, it's a family dog. You're looking for a dog that's not going to attack anybody or bite anybody. Although I did know a couple chocolate labs that did bite. Beagles are great dogs. I love the hound dog dogs. You can get it, but it's kind of like anything. I shouldn't really say that about labs because it's the same thing with every dog. So you can have a smart basset hound or you can have a complete idiot basset hound. I'm saying that because my parents have a basset hound. You could have, so just anything. It's just like people too. There's some of us are stupid and some of us are smart. I fade more towards the dumb category. I'm really not that smart. I see. You know how you know when you're not that smart is when you really listen to someone that is, and those are the times where PayPal's 30% too. Wow. No, it's not that much. It can't be. I think because someone gave me I don't know. I've never even thought about it. I don't want to stress out about that. So basically, the only place I know money is free is Messenger. So if you're on Messenger, it's I was saying it earlier, it's incredible. Don't worry, not even for me, but like for everybody. Like just if you, like especially for your kids and family. It could be your wife. Like, honey, the credit card's maxed. Send me $50. I'm at the grocery store. Messenger's great for that. It's instantly in her account. That's second. There's no waiting or anything like that. Where YouTube takes, a month. But this money's good for me psychologically because, Terry just sent me money, and because of those numbers drop on YouTube because of the views. Like every day, it's just like up and down, and because I'm censored, it's only a small percentage of my subs watching the videos, and so that those extra donations, which I never took by the way ever until they stopped my YouTube. Look back, guys, at my channel. I used to get a minimum of like 25,000, 50,000 views a video. And the videos weren't even that good. Like, it was just an idiot. Some have 500,000, some have 100,000, 200,000. And then one day, they just took the button and they went, they don't want you to see it. They don't want it to go to the, to the world. And it's not just me, it's a lot of people. Of course, that's where they've come up with the word censorship, basically, in these last couple of years, is because the only censorship is on platforms like YouTube. Excuse me. And, of course, television, like actual television. And that's about it, you guys. So I need one more question for you guys. Yeah, Pitbull's a great dog too. Pitbulls is I think I've said this on the live video too. We talked about Pitbulls once, but Pitbull's a good example of society. Like how society conforms just to whatever they're told. Think about like your mainstream mom with her little kids going to soccer practice and she sees a pit bull. Oh my God, it's a pit bull. Okay, honey, everyone stay in the car. Stay. It's like, this is what the world has become. Okay, when really pit bulls are one of the smartest dogs and most well-behaved, trainable dogs in the world. But they're very powerful, and when they're trained to kill, they're unstoppable. So people freak out, but in reality, it's the people that are the problem, not the dog. A pit bull has never just turned and killed somebody, unless maybe it was a pit bull that, that was raised right, but his mom or dad was like a killer, and it's in its blood. So it's a long line of killing and fighting. People still to this day fight dogs, and especially in other countries, it's a huge thing where they fight dogs, and I almost said I didn't want to say it because I get too much crap, but and the rooster fighting is another thing. They do the rooster fighting. I didn't use the C word though, just for YouTube. I don't want to get. So yeah, sorry, I go off on these things, but I can't help it because they remind me of what I do. It reminds me of, it's the same idea. You say pit bull, and any dog owner or lover just rolls their eyeballs in disgust over a pit bull, right? And it's just kind of like the same thing as the word Bigfoot. It's like if you hear Bigfoot, you just say, oh, please. And you don't even know why you're saying, oh, please, right? Beagle. Beagles are great dogs. You know why Beagle's a great dog? Because they're smart. They're hunters. They have one of the best noses. At the same time, so they have all the skills, but can love you as much as any other dog. You know what I mean? The Beagles are very lovey. They love you so much. So I kind of like that. I like a dog that has skill, but also is going to be your best friend. Yeah, that's a Beagle. Beagles are pretty consistently smart usually. I think it's a breed of dog that stays pretty smart. Where my Basset, like my parents have had Basset Hounds. Like they're really not that smart, Basset Hounds. They're temperamental. Like if they're laying down, you go, even your best, Cooper loves me, but even if I go up to him, he's like, and I make sure I push it to the limit. Like I'll even get on him more, because he can't bark. I'd be like, roo, roo, roo. Never really hurt anybody, but that's kind of how Bassets are. Both our Bassets were like that. They didn't like you coming up to their pillow, things like that. And to me, that's not a smart dog. A smart dog knows you're his owner and you can come up to anything. That pillow is yours. You bought that pillow for him. Don't growl when you're on my, you know what I mean? That's what Cooper does. But otherwise, he's a great dog. As soon as he's off his pillow, he's a great dog. Love Beagles. I don't know. I'm not repeating anything. I got to go into the reason I'm still not getting off this because as soon as I hang up this phone, my ear is going to turn up because I'll be back on focusing on it. I will. If she's not busy, I will ask the pharmacist. Be like, hey, does the doctors prescribe stuff? And I'm waiting for a call from the doctor, so we'll see. I'm guessing they call back at the end of the day or something like that. I don't know. Live from Eagle County, Colorado. Hold on a second. Angie, I gotta send you a message. Oh my God. Well, we probably should talk at some point about, because you got next time you're in Loveland, we'll go down there. I have a cat. That's the only reason I have a cat. Well, I saved her, but she's been there with me for 10 years, and I'd think nothing of putting a dog right in her face and making the dog number one, but you can leave a cat, where you can't leave the dog is basically not, people don't really think it through, like if you have your own home and stuff, it's different, but if you're on, like, have to rent or do anything and you have a dog, it can really hold you up, and especially a cat. Even people don't, if they hear like a tenant, like a landlord hears the new tenant might have a dog or a cat, it's a horror, story to them, that they just even though the new tenant, they don't know yet, might be the best tenant they've ever had in their lives with that cat or dog, they're going to say no because they just know the history of the few people that show up with their dogs and the cats, and they pee in the house and stuff. There's a lot of gross people with animals, and all of you know what I'm talking about. Like my cat, her cat's name is Shadow. We call her Cha-Cha. Don't ask me why. But that's where she responds to, Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha, like C-H-A-C-H-A, Cha-Cha. She's outside right now. I left her. She wanted to go outside. That's all she wants. So she's probably under the trailer right now, I'm guessing. This lady. Here, let's stalk. Is it legal to stalk people? Let's see what she's doing. Oh, I missed her. I was like, you can stalk people if it's 125 people, can't you? It's not stalking if you have help. So no, I don't stalk. But she just looked weird. Like I wanted to film like her face. Like sometimes, like it's like a people. No, it's people watching. That's what we're doing. People watching. That's legal. You can people watch, right? Like some people are just so weird. Like not the way they look or anything, but they're just. You kind of like wonder. I know this is all of you. Like you wonder, like what their deal. Like how did you get like that? Why do you act weird? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people watching. You know, there's only one place to do that, right? Like the real people watching. If the best, well, I shouldn't say one place, but one of the best places in this country is New York City. Just pick, or the mall's good too. Yeah, I like that. The mall's good. Mall people. Well, I think, you know what's cool about mall people is that, you know, when you go there, it's the first time you've been there probably in like 2 years. And then, so you think like all these people are always there. But you got to remember, most of those people, they probably haven't been there in a year either, because malls have really changed, you guys, because of online shopping. Of course, it's, you know, they're books. You can't even park around the holidays, but what do I need to do? Calling the office to get where you want done, they'll just blow you off. Yeah. Airport's another good place. The airport, I'm never in the mood though. Hey Gail, thanks for my prayers. I told everyone you gave me a nice prayer. Because I actually read it while I was on the, I didn't read it out loud, but I read it to myself on the video. So thank you. Prayers are always good. They can't hurt, you guys. That's why I say things, you know, out loud, even though, because I'm not like a hugely heard person, but I do do some videos once in a while. A few thousand people see them. So, you know, if I say, like, I feel like if someone's dying or they have cancer, I mention someone's name because I feel like, you know, what could it hurt? Like the more people thinking about that, I truly believe in numbers, we have some kind of power. Like if you could get the whole world, all 8 billion people right this second to pray, not including like the kids, but like let's just go 5 billion people at once said the same prayer for 30 seconds. What do you want to bet that would have some kind of effect? Like it would work? Of course it would work. It's just that we'll never know it because you could never get people to do that. Why? Because people are too stupid. But people in numbers, they're telling you there's something to it, you guys. You got to believe me. There's something about us united. And I think we even think together. I think we're more connected than we realize. That's why I have these bizarre connections in this and made all these weird friends, and like not weird friends, but like weird connection. Like I made the friends weirdly, like just in a way that it never could have happened except around this. You know, that you guys are basically my only friends now. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's pathetic. Like, I have friends, but not really. Like, if I go to New Jersey, then I have a friend. But, you know, doing this, you kind of give it all up. Out here, who knows what the future will hold? I might be able to pull out of here I might be able to do the most amazing thing next summer here, and feel like I'm done here, and I could maybe take this to the next level. Like, it doesn't mean levels as if, you know, just meaning like do something else. Yeah, work at Walmart. Exactly. No, I'm kidding. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? Going on the road, or I might find something special in Pennsylvania. I might, you know, drive the country. I might, you know, who knows what'll happen. It'll just happen, you know. What's up, Ed? If I drive the country, I'll use Edward's GPS he gave me 2 years ago. See, people think I forget. I don't forget. I remember anyone that's ever helped me, I never ever forget. I don't know why. But just like Ed, you know, Ed doesn't give me money, but he did send me a really cool GPS, like, that goes with your phone, like 2 years ago, and it's etched in my brain for the rest of my life. I'll always remember that. And I really have trouble remembering anything, so that's pretty good. What's this? All I can hope is this. If this was just down a notch, you know, like it just doesn't stop. I can hope that this stuff that I ordered is going to help. So apparently it helps. It could be a few more weeks like this, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. You know, you want to know again how I deal with this? I'm not lying. This is, you guys, I don't make any of this up. I'm too stupid to make anything up on the fly. So I have to be honest always. But you know how, and I don't want to be cliche, but do you know how I deal with this? Because I'm losing my mind. Like, it's horrible, this. I think about other people. You guys just try it. It works. As soon as you feel sorry for you're feeling sorry for yourself, Kelly, I can't. You can't go to a chiropractor with degenerative disc disease. That's for realignments. I have no cartilage in between my vertebrae, so he can bend me around all he wants. When you have a spine that has just bone, like here, so you have your vertebrae. Here's two vertebrae. They're like this. In between, they're supposed to be cartilage. That's why. So you move. They never actually touch. Well, mine are all touching, and just bone on bone. Okay. So I'm still as strong as I've ever been. I can still run up a mountain faster than anybody. I can still bench press. I can do whatever I want. But it's severe pain. That's all it is. It's traumatizing pain. So if anything, what's causing this could be my neck. So that's why my parents are like, listen, you really just need to get health insurance, get everything done, get your back done, get this dentist taken care of, get your this all that stuff done. This will probably go away with that. I just got to do it. I've been blowing it off for too long. Knees, yeah, see, knee, exactly. It's like, would I rather? So that's what I do, you guys. I don't know if it's a way to brainwash yourself, but it works. So when you're feeling sorry for yourself and it's not the end of the world, think about someone else who has got it way worse, you guys. Like, so bad. Like my friend Mark, I don't think he's on here, so I can say it. Like he's like, I'm gonna take. He took himself off the oxygen. He has to sleep with oxygen all night, and he's like, I just told the doctor because it cost him so much money to have it on all the time. So he took himself off, and now he's sleeping without it. I haven't heard from him since he said that to me, so he better be okay. Then it's next to him, so if he wakes up in a panic, he has it, but. Like think about that. Like you can't even breathe. You can think about it, but it still doesn't impact you. You don't get it until you can't breathe. Once you cannot breathe, then you'll realize how serious that is. It's a crazy, scary thing. Hit me with a Mack truck, give me a brain tumor, rip my spine out of my back, but let me breathe through it all. You know what I mean? So I've been thinking about Mark. I'm like, I'm about to snap, my brain's gonna explode. I think about Mark. I'm like, man, I can breathe at least. My lungs are I can still breathe. That's to me is the scariest thing in the world. Like think about it. Like let's just say you're like your heart's shutting down, right? But you're like, but you're breathing. You're like, okay. I'm having a heart attack, but I can breathe. I don't know if this makes sense. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I justify this insanity in my ears right now, is by thinking about people that have it worse. Yeah. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to sound cliche, or like everyone says that kind of stuff. And I think what I'm doing is telling you that when everyone says that, they're right. I think what I'm doing is admitting things at age 49. I should have realized it when I was 25, that, all this stuff's legit. Like, think about others. Like, whenever you think you have it bad, just look at someone that has it worse. Oh shit. Like, if your name is Scott Armstrong, just think about how embarrassing that would be. So obviously Paula told Scott I was on. What's up, Scott? You guys, Scott's one of my good friends I grew up with in high school. He's got some major mental issues. See, Scott doesn't know about this either, but Scott doesn't even know what I do. I think Paula told him I was on, or maybe he got his own notification. But Scott will tell you he believes me. I'll bet you. Like he would never question. It might be hard for him to understand it, but all right, yeah, I figured you told him. Cool, you guys. I'm so happy that you two are here. I love you guys. You're two of the only people that I really care about from Mendham. well, Jersey. Scott, he needs friends. I need friends. I talked to Scott recently. I can call Scott whenever I want. I just talked to Scott. Didn't we talk? Were we texting or did we talk on the phone? I can't remember. We talked. We hooked up recently. It's snowing, in case you can't tell. And I've been on too long. There's not a lot of people on Scott because, it's usually not too many more. Because I'm just talking about how miserable I am with this with my head. I will. I was thinking about when I saw Paula's video and you were sitting there on the couch with your little glasses on and you actually look like a normal person. I was going to give you a call and tell you and say that you look like a normal, like a good dad. But I did tell Paula today she's lucky to have you because those poor children, I don't know what they would do without mommy. I'm serious. I mean the same with me too. Even with PJ, like my ex-wife, like I would have done okay, but nothing like their mommy could have done. You know, even a mommy I don't get along with. You're better off being with mommy. What about Colin? Oh, really? Wow. That would be a great job just to get. Colin's gonna be a sheriff. Isn't that crazy how fast? See, me and Colin both. Me and Scott both had kids at the same time. So our sons are like. Isn't Tyler's a little older, right? Or no, it was Ashley. That's right. So Tyler's way older than Colin. It was Ashley and Colin are about the same age. Because you know how old Tyler's 24, right? Tyler has another kid coming. So anyway, I don't want people to. I can call Scott and tell him this stuff another time. My kids are God. I always have to think about it. 24, gonna be 24, 22, and 20, and they're all about to have birthdays. Well, I mean, this is a rare thing. I mean, how often have you guys seen a friend of mine from New Jersey? Well, they live in North Carolina, but I mean, me and Scott grew up together. Don't even begin telling any stories, Scott. Thank you very much. Scott's got quite a few, and those need to stay. Although, if you want to join us Sunday morning, Scott, if you're bored for a couple minutes, you can. Feel free. I know you guys have lives and stuff, but I feel like you can always join for a minute. Just be like, hey. Oh, cool. Congratulations. I've been watching a lot of those Stolen Valor videos. Not a lot of them, but like this morning, I was up at 3 a.m, so I was trying to find different places. Thanks, Ed. I really appreciate it very much. And like I said, I'll be fine. I mean, I'm suffering through this like terribly, but you just think of someone like like I could be Scott. You know what I mean? If I was Scott, that would be terrible. I'd rather I'd rather have the tinnitus. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually jealous. You guys are. I'm really proud of you guys. You got this beautiful house. You really made a life for yourselves down there. So congratulations on these beautiful kids. No more kids. And that's it. Right, Paula? Paula's probably gone now. But no more kids. Yeah, you really did. I love your neighborhood. I got to stop by there. I was like, I got to go see those guys for like a day and like be in a normal home for like a day. Like I'll sleep in like the closet with the cat. Do you still have the cat? Just come see you guys. I'll come fishing with Scott. Well, you know what I could do? I could shoot videos right there. I gotta go away from the beach a little bit. I know exactly where to go. And then me and Scott go out fishing. Scott's got a great boat, so we'll go out and. Oh my gosh, 2 cats and a dog and Scott. Damn, Paula. Can we come up? We need like and I'm not even. People think I'm just making fun of Scott, but I'm being completely honest. Yeah, fishing and weapons. That's all Scott does. Scott knows about guns, and he's probably the best fisherman I've ever known. That's about it. That's what Scott's good at. He can shoot you, and he can fish really good. But that's a great qualification to be a friend of mine. That's all you really needed to do. He really is like Scott is an incredible. So I don't want to boost your ego too much, but he's a captain. He's a great fisherman. I'm sure. And Paula, it takes. I know Paula loves the boat too, but it also takes some sucking up on you, Paula, once in a while with the boat. Like it doesn't matter what your husband can go to church too much. You know what I mean? And if he goes too much, it gets annoying. So I'm sure you have days you're like the boat again. Even though you might want to go on Sunday, with your little bikini, but that's yeah, sometimes you have to. That's just part of the deal because it gets a little bit, it's like anything. We get obsessive, guys or anybody has a hobby that's too much. It can gets annoying to your partner or your spouse or your whatever it is. Like I said, it could be anything. And if they give you that thing more attention than they do you, that thing starts to get annoying. That's all. So Scott, let's go fishing. Let's go. In fact, you can go to. You don't have to take off work. I'll hang out with Scott. I mean, with Paula. I'll babysit, and then when like your days off, let's go. What about winter fishing? Can we do that? I'd rather be out there like when it's like 45 than when it's 100. And you know what? Let's talk about this another time. I forgot that everyone's probably like, what is he? He's forgetting this. You mentioned ex-wife. Do you have kids? I do. Yeah. Yeah. I have it all. Like I just said, Scott's oldest and my oldest. No, Scott's oldest and my middle were born at the same time. And me and Scott owned a boat together. So me and Scott bought. Oh my God, we bought 2 boats together. So we bought this just randomly, right? That first one, what did we call it? I'll tell this really quick, and then I gotta go. Fish bait, because it was the biggest piece of crap. Mike, I'll talk to you later, man. I'll send you a message today. I'll get on Messenger, you guys, and catch up with all my messages today too. I'm so behind. I literally have hundreds of messages on Messenger. Not hundreds, maybe 100. It doesn't sound like a lot, you guys, but it is. It's a lot of messages because I haven't checked them, so they're starting to add up. I don't get that many, but if I don't check them, it starts to add up. And it's just like people giving me advice with tinnitus and saying hello, and people like Mike who have great pictures. What's up, Oregon? So Paula and Scott, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate that. It made me feel good to see you guys, even if it was on here. And I've been following Paula. And Paula, I'll find out more what you do, because I have another friend of mine that does, I think, very similar to what you do. I'll ask you whether you think you should connect with her or something one day. I guess all the connections you can make in that is good, as long as people are cool, you know? Yes. Yeah. Are you doing the CB? Are you doing? That's right. I did see you start to do that, the essential oil thing. I don't know where would I rub that though. And I have a gal that Robin that's on Patreon that supports me on a monthly basis that does that as well. She's actually a CBD teacher, but I haven't tried the essential oils. But of course I would get some from you if I think it'll work. I do take straight up CBD. So I don't know. I would think the CBD, like orally, that's illegal in all the states would help, but oh yeah, the drops of oil. In fact, I was reading where if you eat CBD, it actually can make this tinnitus worse. But if you put the drops, maybe I should try that. Let me tell you something. If I take 2 drops of the essential oil though, because I read that the essential oil does help this. Ed, have a great day. It does help this, and that's just one person said on the internet. Okay, but he seemed very convincing. He said he took two drops under. No, it's legal. She's talking about the legal stuff. It's legal in every state. The essential oils. A lot of the gals and wives have been getting on board with this business because it's actually works. Like it's good stuff. So I just wanted to tell you that, Paul, that someone did say if you put the essential oil, like 2 drops under your tongue, that it took this away immediately. That's what they said. But they could have had something else. But I'll tell you, if that essential oil works in a case like mine, it's gonna make the sales of those oils like skyrocket. Because if you can fix tinnitus, a non-curable disease or whatever it is, with that, it's going to be worth a lot of money. I don't know, Paula. I'm not sure. We'll connect. I'll send you a message or something. But I'm not the oil. Oh, the one I was talking about. I guess it's an essential oil because he bought it. This is like a year ago from the Post or 2, and it wasn't like THC. So the one I get has a little THC to activate it. Doesn't do anything. I think it makes it worse. I think it helps you with like inflammation of like spine and your muscles. But if you're using, if you want to take like real CBD with THC in them orally, it makes your head pulsate a little bit. It actually makes it worse. Same with actually smoking marijuana, I believe would make this worse. Yeah. That's exactly right. And this is a good conversation for everybody to know because CBDs are so important. Yeah, you can do both. But what I'm thinking, I want to try the essentials because that's the one the guy said he used, and it has no THC at all. I remember clearly said no THC at all. Put 2 drops of essential CBD under his tongue, and this went away. So it would be with what you have. I just don't know if you have different versions of CBD or not. I gotta try that. Um, yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, exactly. But those oils, man, have you rubbed them on? I mean, being totally serious, have you rubbed them on Scott? Like, does Scott sore? Does he have any places that are bothering him yet? I mean, at his age, you'd figure his penis would have fell off by now. That's terrible. I gotta say it to Scott though, because that's one way to check. You know, I also think people are different. Like, so it's like anything. You know, sometimes it might be the best thing in the world for some people. Oh, okay. Interesting. Because if it can calm a mental patient down like me or Scott, then that's interesting. Um, I'm telling you, people swear by them. I'm talking about the stuff you're using. Like I can get there's a weed store right down the street that sells real CBD stuff, but I'm telling you, it doesn't help with this. It's not helping. I even overdosed on CBDs in the last few days, and I thought maybe it made it worse, so I stopped them and didn't notice any difference at all. So I just feel like the CBDs, whatever this tinnitus thing has no effect on like regular drugs have no effect on it whatsoever. You can do anything you want and it's there. Someone told me to do a shot and they were like, do a shot. I'm like, I can't have alcohol be the answer to this. So I'm not going to do a shot because if I do a shot and this feels better, that means I'm going to be doing shots all the time and I can't do that. Right. Exactly. But the stuff you have is regulated, isn't it? Because it doesn't have it's not THC activated, is it? Or if it is, it's like 0.01 THC or something like that. Because I think for some cases, you actually want the THC. Like if you're like a cancer patient or you're fighting like bone marrow deficiencies or things like that, I think that's when you want the real CBD with like, you know, like a 1-to-1 CBD, which is half CBD, half THC. Things like that. But the oils, I don't know much about. I'll have to ask. We'll talk more about it. I also know my buddy Robin, who does it. That helps support me a lot. And we'll see what she says. She messaged me this morning. Cool. And Paul, I'll put a link for you if you want on Sunday morning. I'll talk to you before then, and I'll just get like a link to your Instagram, or I could just get it myself even and say, hey, here's Paula's. If you want to check out the oils or whatever, you can go to Paula's or whatever else. You do other stuff too, don't you? I'm not sure exactly what you're doing, but I'll post a link so people can go stalk you. Okay, there you go. Go stalk Paula and family. That was a funny video. I liked your video this morning when he was that this morning when he was looking out the window? Because I've been sitting around. Usually I don't have time to look at that stuff, but I've been just sitting there trying to get better. So I'm like clicking on that stuff. And I forget your little one, but he was so excited about the bus. Yeah. He was like so hyper. It's funny. Yeah, he likes the bus. Yeah, he goes, as soon as you said this, the wheels go round and round, he got all excited. That's funny. Declan, that's right. I always forget his name because I can't. Well, I haven't met him yet, so. But it's not like George, so it's hard to. I'll remember that now, though. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go. Not that much. Like where I am, Well, where I am at this exact, yeah, short bus. Well, that's where Daddy was on. Me and Devlin's, or yeah, not Devlin, Declan's dad and me were both in the short bus. Look at her. It's like 6 inches over there, 5 maybe, and then it's the temperatures. It's really kind of mild here. Let's see what the temp says with the motor off. It says 48, but I don't think that's right because I think it's because I'm sitting in the parking lot. But if I go to the ranch where I am, there's probably about 8 inches now, and it's just completely white out, which is just 10 minutes away when I get home. But in town here, it's not so bad. It's at least all the treated parking lots aren't getting covered. What about in Oregon? Nothing, right? Just rain. It rains a lot in Oregon. All right, Carl. I'll see you guys Sunday morning. I'll be there. Even if like my head's gonna explode, I'll turn it on just to show you how mental I am. Beyond the normal mental part. No rain. Oh, okay. Yeah, Oregon's gorgeous, but once in a while, you guys in like Southern Oregon, you start those rain patterns that come in. It's crazy. Like Oregon, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. You have some of the most beautiful places in Oregon, but man, can it rain there? It's weird. Like even in the mountains. Bye guys. Have a great day. Paula, Scott, thank you so much for coming by. Scott, I'll send you a text. Oregon. I have a friend in Oregon. I've thought about going there. One of the problems is everywhere I want to go, like on my next little trip, is going to be, it's so freaking far. So I have to basically fly. The only real drivable place is Arizona. It's like a 12-hour drive. Sorry about that thing. As soon as you go to the, as soon as you get into Oregon, which seems close, like in your head, like if you're in Colorado, like, bye Carl, Brandy, Janelle. If you, I am mental. If you have, if you think in your head, like, it just seems like Oregon's not that far away, but it's actually where I want to go is like, Jacksonville's like, I think it's like 1,200 miles away or something like that. It's a long way. Where actually another place I want to go is Marianna, Florida, which is in the panhandle of Florida. 1,600 miles. I was like, what? I put it on maps the other day. I was like, it's undrivable. I can't even drive that. That's 3,200 mile round trip in a 6-liter Denali. So I gotta either fly or. I think starting with Arizona is the best bet. Arizona is an amazing place. I've wanted to go. I'm not just using the excuse because there's no snow. I've always wanted to go there since I started doing this. There's a lot of people that watch me there, and I think it's going to be an amazing place. And I think we'll find. I would never go anywhere where it's not that I think I'm going to get good video footage. I know I will, and I think it'll work out for the best. If I can go to Arizona soon. So hopefully, even with this, just go. Like, what am I going to do? Just sit around, just cry like a baby? Maybe for the rest of today, I'll do that. And then just go. Like, and just go to Arizona, ringing ears or not. I know. I'm waiting for the doc to call, see what he says. I'm not like anticipating great news, but we'll see. If he just says come in, I'll be happy. Yo, Eric, what's up, buddy? Thanks, man. It was nice of you, Eric. Go check out Eric's channel. Eric's got a great backyard. Very jealous. He's got a nice barn and a nice backyard. That's all I really want. That'd be great. Like if I get to the straight line and then my tinnitus just gets taken away. That'd be so great. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's all I want one day. I'm just jealous of that, because, I gave everything to my ex-wife. All right, I would have that right now. And then, I'm very happy with what I'm doing now. But I mean, just one day, like, I'm old man or something. Just want to have my garage, my tractor, and a nice backyard with woods. And I'll be really happy. Who's got the Macy Ferguson? Oh, that wasn't you. So my father, because my parents have a farm. Maybe I'll show you guys some pictures of the farm on Sunday too. So I'm gonna get off, you guys. Eric, if you want to stop by Sunday morning, I know you have a life and stuff, but I mean, even if for like a minute, just to say hello. We're just gonna be chilling. I'm showing a bunch of pictures. Oh, you got the Kubota. Yeah, Kubota's win-win. You can't go wrong with a Kubota. Any one of those tractors that size, a Kubota, the John Deeres. Do you know I had a John Deere 970 you know, with the backhoe attachment on the back. I bought it used. It had 600 hours on it. I bought it used for 14.5. I beat the living hell out of that thing for like 4 years. In fact, Scott that was just on here, I think even drove that. And then I sold it for 14 5 years later. And I'd like dropped like, one of my guys had like a giant like cut stump in the bucket. And he, of course, like an idiot, lifts the bucket way too far up. And it actually, without even tilting the bucket, you know, as you go up, it actually will tilt on its own. And the giant stump rolls off and lands right on my hood. So for like 3 years, I had to stare at my giant dented hood. And I still sold it for what I paid. So what I'm trying to say is, yeah, the values are great. So if you ever want to sell it, you know, you can pretty much get, at least in certain places like Jersey, it's amazing. Kubota, John Deere, they all sell great. We got a troll comment. I like troll comments. I don't get enough of them. I don't see any. Anyway, look at this Dodge just pulled in. Dodge. If I was gonna buy a brand new Dodge, like a brand new truck, I don't know if it would be a Dodge. You know what I think I'd be? I don't know. I'm looking at this, you guys. Like, it's two good examples right next to me. These new Mercedes vans, a lot of people are using those actually as, like right here to my left. I don't want to point because there's a bunch of people staring at me. But a lot of people as a regular car, people are buying these Mercedes vans because they're all-wheel drive. You can sleep in them. I was thinking I wouldn't buy one with all the stuff in it. I would just buy like the cheapest one I could. I just want the front 2 seats, maybe like one back seat, and then give me just the van. Like you could put like a quad in there. So they're pretty cool, these new Mercedes vans. I'm thinking if you find one used, wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah. Staring at me? It's like she's just staring at me. Oh, they're skiing. Isn't that weird? It's weird. I felt like saying something I didn't. She gets out and she's just staring at me. Like this, just staring at me. And I was like, I wanted to put the video on her face, but I didn't. Oh, I got issues. Well, that's all. I mean, her guys, I don't think you know what it was? I don't think she can see me that well. So as well as I can see her, I think I was kind of dark and she was trying to figure out what I was doing. And then they all look at this. People ask me in the videos, what is this? So every time someone walks by, they always look at this. This is a real badge. And that's why they look at it. And that's what gets me out of all my trouble. It's actually supposed to be on 3 suction cups right here. It goes like this. And that's a real badge number. I'm not impersonating a police officer. It just gets me out of trouble. It's actually only a badge for other cops. Because they see that and they're like, all right, this guy, they think I'm a cop, basically. And it was given to me by a police officer. You're supposed to be family to have it, but I was supporting them. I'm on a nonprofit foundation and was supporting them. And I was like, dude, all I want is one of those gold badges. So I've had that for years. It gets me out of so much trouble. Well, no, she saw me maybe, but she saw me on the phone. I don't know. No, it looks like they were actually skiing. They're coming from skiing is what it looks like to me. There's, we're 20 minutes here. Say 20, 25 to the closest ski slope, which would be Beaver Creek. But that's probably what they're probably from Eagle, went to Beaver Creek for the day skiing, and they're coming back and stopping at the, they probably did a half a day. Now they're stopping at the supermarket. I'm sure they went for fresh tracks. Some people are obsessed. They go, if it snowed, they're out there. The second that lift starts, they want those fresh tracks. But, well, actually in Vail, this was powder. In Eagle, as you can see, it's been warm, and this is a wet snow. I hardly ever see a wet snow in Eagle. It's been a real wet snow. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for Super Chats. Thank you for just hanging out with me and just letting me deal with this. That's all this was letting me just get this ringing out of my mind for a couple minutes. So thanks, you guys. I'll see you on Janelle. Have a great day. I don't know, probably like not my time, like 9 in the morning. I never set an exact time just for live because I never know, just in case something happens. You know, like just in case like the world ended or, you know, whatever the reason, you know, sometime around 9-ish. you know. If I wake up at like 2 in the morning again, it could start at 7. I don't know. I've been right now. I'm a little tired, so forgive me if I was just rambling around circles. I think I woke up about 3 last night with this. Just 3. I was so tired too. I'm like, it just never goes away. I don't wish this on my worst enemy. I really don't. Yeah, my jersey does come out sometimes. It brings it out because it's when you're suffering, like I am. It's hard, you guys. It's a miracle I even talk for an hour, whatever I did, an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. So over and out. I'll see you guys Sunday. Janelle, have a great day. Everyone have a great day, Oregon. Yeah, there's no doubt, and I think that's funny. Your jersey showing because it's true. I'm not gonna lie. It comes out sometimes, and there's nothing I can do. I can't. I'm an open book to you guys. I don't want to fake being perfect all the time. I'm just as effed up as everybody else. So I'm gonna go get some. I don't know. I was kind of hoping someone would give me some suggestions. I'm gonna try to get something that's not too bad for me. How about we'll leave it at that? Thank you, Lynn, so much. I need prayers. I really appreciate that. And we'll see you guys Sunday.